following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Back home in Baldwin tonight, the Bulldogs welcome the Eudora Cardinals to town for a Frontier League doubleheader here on Baldwin Sports Live. A tough test on tap tonight for both Baldwin girls and boys. Eudora brings a pair of ranked teams into Baldwin tonight. On the girls' side, Eudora has won 11 straight ball games after a season-opening 2-point loss to Basler-Linwood. The Cardinals have been rolling ever since, and they come in rested as well. Their last game was a week ago on Friday night against Ottawa, a game that Eudora won by 15, despite it being their lowest scoring game of the year. Now 11-1 overall. Eudora has climbed up the 4A rankings, currently sitting in the number 3 spot. The Baldwin girls, meanwhile, have lost 3 of their last 4, including a 20-point loss on the road at Basler-Linwood earlier this week on Tuesday night. They are now 6-8 on the year, and the Bulldogs tonight looking to defend their home floor and upset the rival Cardinals to end their long winning streak. Coming up later tonight, it's game 2 of our doubleheader. Baldwin will face a second straight ranked opponent after having a night to forget in Basler on Tuesday night. Bulldogs fell to number 7 ranked team in 5A, the Basler-Linwood Bobcats, 84-33. And now they get to see the number 2 ranked team in Class 4A as Eudora brings a 9-2 record into tonight's game, with both of those losses coming to teams currently ranked in the top 10 of the 5A state rankings. So we'll see if Baldwin on the boys' side can provide a bump in the road perhaps for a Cardinals team that's off to their best start in 5 years. If they can, it will be the Baldwin boys' first victory over Eudora since January of 2014. So hopefully a great night of hoops coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live. Stick around. More of the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show is coming up next. You're watching Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
And we welcome you back inside Baldwin Junior High School, where they play the varsity basketball games. It is Bryce Kessler and Ryan Hilmer with you as we get a Frontier League battle tonight between Baldwin and Eudora. And on the girls' side, to kick us off here, we'll take a look at the matchup, and it's the number 3 ranked team in Class 4A, the Eudora Cardinals, in town tonight. They are 11-1 this season. Their one loss came back on opening night, a 2-point loss to Baser Linwood. They have won 11 in a row since. And, they're playing some good basketball, and they are led by their all-state senior, Harper Schreiner, a 1,000-point career scorer. She hit that milestone earlier this season, just a few games back. And, in fact, I think it might have been just her last game, in fact, the Ottawa game, when she hit that 1,000-point mark for her career. So, obviously can score, but she could do pretty much anything you ask of her on the basketball floor. I had a game a couple of years ago that she came up, I think it was just 1 assist shy of a triple-double in a ball game against Spring Hill when I was doing that game. So she's a really good player. Not tall necessarily at 5'8", not short either, but just a very skilled player that could dominate the game in all fashions, defensively, offensively, you name it. So she's going to be a handful. She's no surprise to Baldwin. They are very well aware of what they're getting from Harper Schreiner, as they have seen her now for 3 years. This will be the 4th year now that they'll have to go up against the senior all-state guard, do-it-all Harper Schreiner. So that's certainly the girl to keep an eye on tonight when you talk about a scouting report for Eudora. She'll wear 15 in the dark navy blue jerseys tonight for Eudora. So keep an eye on her. And if Baldwin's going to pull off the upset in this game, you'll probably have to do a decent job on her. But perhaps it's one of those games as well, Ryan, where the Stars going to get theirs. It's try to keep the supporting cast in check, because I don't think you really can shut down a player like Harper Schreiner. You certainly don't want her going off for a 35-type point night. But to really focus on taking her away might be asking too much. It may be more of a fact of let's make sure nobody else has a big game in conjunction with her.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's first of all good to be back home here for the Bulldogs, but you got to come into this one just not getting discouraged if she's going to get hers. You know, like you said, you don't want her to go off for 30-something points, but you got to come into this with the attitude where you kind of got nothing to lose, and you got to come out, and I'll be interested to see how the Bulldogs start early. We've seen here recently they've had some slow starts and gotten out and behind in games and found themselves trailing. So they can get out early and see if Carly can make some shots here, Neufeld early. And then for me, it's going to be who the third scorer is going to be, not just defensively stopping Eudora, but who that third scorer behind Neufeld and Riley Smith. Those two have really carried the Bulldogs here lately. And so we're going to have that third scorer and then also get some turnovers and rebound the basketball. Those 2 things I always talk about. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, you talk about the slow start. I think 2 games really come to mind for me. It's the Hayden game in the first round of the Wellsville tournament, and then it was just this past Tuesday night against Baser Linwood. Both those games, the Bulldogs ended up losing by 20. In the Hayden game, they dug a huge hole early in that game, got down by 18 right out of the gates, and basically played dead even the rest of the way. They were -2 the rest of the way in that game. On Tuesday night against Baser Linwood, it was really a matter of 2 different big scoring droughts that the Bulldogs went through. One of those was a 6-minute stretch that ended the first quarter and started the second quarter. They were outscored 13-1 during that 6-minute stretch. And then the other came at the end of the third quarter, then into the start of the fourth quarter. It was another 6-minute, this time scoreless stretch for Baldwin. They were outscored 9-0 during that stretch. So a 21-point difference in those 2 6-minute scoring droughts, and you lose the game by 20 points. Again, not as easy as just saying, oh, fix those 2 things.
Right.
But that has sort of been the problem, because then you look at Baser Linwood, their longest drought in that game lasted all of 90 seconds. So they weren't going through those long droughts. Baldwin had 2 6-minute scoring droughts, or I guess not a complete drought, but one they did get a free throw in there. But that was 12 minutes of basketball that they scored 1 point in a game that the rest of the way they played pretty even with a good Baser Linwood team. So they've got to avoid those big droughts that they've gone through, especially at the start of the game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if there's been a downfall of the Bulldogs this year, it's been at times they've struggled to score the basketball, and so that's why it's so important to play good defense and maybe get some turnovers so you can get out and get some easy baskets, because sometimes it's easy to try to shut down Neufeld and Smith and then kind of got to have somebody else go with them. So we'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully we can get some turnovers early and get the confidence going.
Yeah, you talk about creating the offense for the defense, and I think, I haven't charted it and go back to look at it. Out of Bob Barton and this coaching staff, they probably have the numbers when they go back and self-scout themselves. But it seems like the biggest struggle happens when they're stuck always having to execute in the half court.
Absolutely.
Where they can get out there and score some buckets in transition, and maybe not even full transition, but even just a secondary break type of situation. But when they have to fully execute out of the half court, that's when things have bogged down for them. So we'll see if they can get some of those easy buckets early. But this is a tough team to turn over. Eudora does not make many mistakes for you. They do not help you out a whole lot. So Baldwin going to have to earn this one here tonight on their home floor as they host the number 3 ranked team in 4A, the 11-1 Eudora Cardinals. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you the lineups for this one as we're moments away from the opening tip between Baldwin and Eudora tonight on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back here on Baldwin Sports Live as we get set tonight for Baldwin and Eudora coming up here in moments as we take a look now at your lineups for this ball game for the visiting Eudora Cardinals. They are led, as I mentioned, by Harper Schreiner, number 15, a 5'8 senior. Kinsey Yoder is a 5'9 sophomore, wears number 14 for the Cardinals. Sawyer Schreiner, a 5'8 junior, number 22. Mackenzie Mayer, a 5'9 senior, number 25. And Abby Watson, a 5'6 senior, number 42. The head coach is Brandon Parker of the Cardinals. For the Bulldogs tonight, a familiar starting lineup with Riley Smith, Carly Neufeld, the two top scorers for this team, both averaging 13 points per game. Marin Frost, Alyssa Reichard, and Isabel Harvey rounds out the starting lineup for Bob Barton's Bulldogs here tonight. We'll take a timeout for the national anthem and be back for the opening tip right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes. Offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
How do you see the world?
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, we know that changing how you see things can turn them into everyday miracles.
Like riding my bike.
Breaking boards. Hugging my mom.
Every day for over 90 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been sending love to the rescue, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
If you know a child we can help, call or go online now.
At Eudora Family Care, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages, from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-505-2345 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Eudora Family Care, your partner for lifelong health.
Good evening and welcome back here inside Baldwin tonight, where we are getting set for Baldwin and Eudora to get things started on our doubleheader tonight. Both Eudora girls and boys come into play tonight, ranked in the top, not only top 10, but ranked in the top 3 of the Class 4A polls. Girls at number 3, boys at number 2. So a tough test here tonight for the Bulldogs as we get set for the opening tip coming up in just a moment here tonight. The opening tip-off is brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Calling all baseball fans to reserve your seats now on the Baldwin City Recreation Commission Summer Baseball Tour, July 22nd through the 29th. Join BCRC on a week-long bus tour that includes a ton of sweet events. You get big league ball games, you get minor league ball games, you get stadium tours, you get museum tours, and have 5 big league games you're going to go to. It's going to be a tremendous opportunity for the baseball fan, for the sports fan, and maybe just for the traveling fan. You're going to go see a lot of stuff, and you're going to do it on a bus tour with BCRC. So see all the details at baldwinrec.org. The trip is limited to the first 50 people who reserve their seats. So don't wait. Get registered now with the Summer Baseball Tour this July with Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Baldwin in the home whites, Eudora with the robe blues with the red numbers here, the maroon-ish numbers for the Eudora Cardinals. 11-1 on the year for Eudora. Baldwin at 6-8 entering play tonight. Along with Ryan Hilmer, I'm Bryce Kessler. Glad you're with us. And here we go. It's Kinsey Yoder and Alyssa Reichard. The jump center circle, and it's Eudora that controls the opening tip. And right away, here goes Schreiner. And unable to finish on her first look of the night, Marion Frost clears the rebound for Baldwin. You'll get used to seeing Schreiner attack. She'll shoot for the outside. She'll slash in and score there as well. Baldwin will have their hands full with her, and a good early stop against her. Now let's see if the offense can execute here in the half court. Reichert leaves it outside to Smith, who's coming off of a season-high 20 points on Tuesday night. Frost from way downtown, and it's short. Basketball will go over to Eudora. 7:25 to play, first quarter, as we are just underway here tonight in Baldwin. Schreiner at the point with Sawyer Schreiner out there trying to free her up with a screen. Deflection by Harvey, and Izzy comes up with the ball for Baldwin. Here's where they need to be able to execute in transition like that, but unfortunately Baldwin gives it back as well. Now Schreiner back the other way for Eudora. Sawyer Schreiner fakes the handoff to Harper Schreiner. Outside it goes to Watson through the hands of Yoder, and it's a Eudora turnover as Baldwin will have a chance to once again push. It's Neufeld all the way. Carly to the rack, but missed the layup. Reichert tied up on the jump ball. It will be Baldwin basketball.
Pretty good start defensively, though, for the Bulldogs. Got a missed shot and 2 turnovers. Just how you wanted to come out in this one.
Still looking for the game's first points. Reichard doesn't get him. Man, that ball bounding a couple of times up on the rim. Maybe I'd like to see her use the backboard on that angle, but it's another empty trip there for Baldwin. Both teams still looking to break the ice early on. A minute and a half into this first quarter. Mayer outside to Schreiner. That's Sawyer Schreiner, and it's Harvey diving down onto the floor and forcing another turnover. A couple of good defensive plays early by Isabel Harvey. Smith, skip pass across to Harvey. Drives on Yoder. They bring it back around. Neufeld spots up for a three. And rebounded by Eudora's Abby Watson.
It's really good on-ball defense early, though, from the Bulldogs, really pressuring Eudora, making them uncomfortable. Still no score in this one.
Backdoor gets inside to Mayer. Blocked out of bounds by Baldwin. Both teams have come to play on the defensive end tonight. Bulldogs won the last match between these two teams, but had lost the previous 4 to Eudora. That ball knocked out again off of Baldwin. It will stay with Eudora. 5:41 to play in the first quarter. Still no score. Eudora is coming off their lowest scoring game of the year. A 15-point win nonetheless, though, at Ottawa, 39-24 in their last game, which was 1 week ago on a Friday night. That ball last touched by Mayer. So Baldwin will get the basketball. 5:36 to play in the opening period. Both teams still looking to get on the board. Eudora has brought a pretty loud student section of their own here into Baldwin tonight. You can hear the Let's Go defense chants for the road team. That ball stripped out of Smith's hand, then off her knee and out of bounds. A couple of rival schools here, Baldwin and Eudora, separated by about 18-minute drive. I know it because I used to drive from Baldwin up to Eudora for work every day. Trying to go inside to Sawyer Schreiner. Lost it, and it's stolen by Frost. Pass out of the hand of Reichard, and Baldwin gives it back. So both teams struggling to get settled in offensively here, Ryan. No score. We've played 3 minutes.
Yeah, those are those turnovers there in transition that you really don't need. You want to convert those opportunities you get, but defensively, though, got to say, I love the energy the Bulldogs have brought so far in this one.
Schreiner with a pull-up three that misfires, and Frost another rebound for Baldwin. They've made everything one and done. Now a good look for Neufeld. That should stay with Baldwin, I would think. Actually, no, they're going to call a foul. And the foul is going to be called on, I believe, Harvey. Yep, they called it on Isabel Harvey. So that's her first, team's first. With 4:34 left to play in the first quarter. Still looking for the game's first points. That scoreboard is not wrong. It hasn't failed to update. It's just both teams can't get on the board early.
She's excellent right there from Harvey once again on ball, just shutting off that drive.
Mayer outside the elbow, can't hit. Harvey, who's really been good on that side of the floor early for Baldwin. Neufeld's pass deflected, wanted to go inside to Reichard, but it's another turnover. Both teams now have turned it over 4 times in the opening 4 minutes. Schreiner's had a couple of looks so far, but Baldwin has done a good job on her. Nice pass inside, though, and Schreiner sets up a teammate, Yoder, for that bucket. And there's the first 2 points of the ball game midway through the first quarter to put Eudora on top 2-0.
It's always interesting, kind of the start of the first quarter, see how the officials are going to call the game. Looks like this one's going to be pretty physical. Not a ton of fouls early. A lot of bump and a lot of contact, though.
Yeah, as you say that, Reichard took a little bump and missed the layup and was called for being out of bounds. Didn't establish in, but yeah, it's seeming that way, which to this point, neither side has used that to their advantage more than the other. They're both playing solid defense as Jayla Erpelding checks in for Eudora, their first substitution. Baldwin makes their first changes as well as Carly Toot and Emma Kate Lang check into the lineup for the Bulldogs. Pass underneath to Schreiner, and it's blocked out of bounds by Baldwin. There's Harvey again with a nice play on the defensive end.
That's just excellent help defense. There's 3 girls just surrounding her right around the basket there. Tough to get that one up.
Schreiner, backside of Mayer, around 2, gets to the backboard and lays it in.
To be completely honest, it might be in Baldwin's favor if this game's a little more physical and not a lot of foul calls the way Bulldogs been shooting free throws lately, to be honest.
2 turns it over for the Bulldogs, their 5th of the quarter, and Bob Martin will take a timeout. 2:59 left to play in the first quarter. Baldwin still looking for their first points. We talked about scoring droughts in the pregame show, and this would definitely qualify for Baldwin. The only caveat is that they have held Eudora to just 4 points, so they haven't dug that deep hole here in this first quarter, but you get a little bit of a worry right now with the lack of ability to score right now on the offensive end for Baldwin.
The energy level's been really high, though. That's what I always look for coming out, start the game, playing together, playing as a team defensively and helping each other out. So on that end of the floor, everything's going good. You just got to try to start converting some of these on the offensive end.
They did force 4 early turnovers, but were unable to capitalize on those. Had some steals, had some chances in transition, which is where this team really, over the course of the year, has been at their best. But has not worked out so far tonight. Hand check call on that attempt to the basket by Yoder. It's on Lang. Second team foul against Baldwin. And Frost will exit along with Lang as Reichert and Neufeld return for Baldwin. And Ashley Kuntz checks in for the first time for Eudora. Schreiner, backdoor cut finds Mayer. Reichert came over to help out. Again, contact, they let him play through it. And Neufeld comes up with a rebound for Baldwin.
Yeah, Reichert's been giving some really nice help defense on that end of the floor so far.
Smith, a little off balance. Almost looked like she kind of tripped going into that shot. It looked a little awkward for some reason. And the three-pointer missed. Erpelding the rebound, but Eudora can't score on their attempt. Back over to Baldwin it goes.
I think Smith was a little more wide open than she thought she was going to be. Had a little more time than she initially thought.
Well, Baldwin has gone 6 minutes again almost without scoring here to start this game. But they trail just 4-0. Credit some good defensive effort early on. Neufeld from the feed by Toot. Three's not there for her, and Schreiner with the rebound for Eudora. Gives off to the other Schreiner. Harper back to Sawyer. Erpelding leaves it onto the baseline. Good look for the mid-range there for Kuntz. And a foul on Harper Schreiner on the rebound attempt as she ran through the arms of Harvey.
It's a nice job by Isabel securing that backside rebound that time, being strong, taking the foul. Could be a big factor if either one of the Shriners start getting in foul trouble.
1:43 left to play first quarter. Just a 4-0 ball game so far. The number 3 ranked team in Class 4A, the Eudora Cardinals, at 11-1. They've won 11 straight ball games since a 2-point loss back on opening night. Working around to Harvey, now back to Reichert in the corner. The skip pass stolen by Schreiner. Harper Schreiner kind of slow plays it, then pulls up, in and out it goes. Offensive rebound, Sawyer Schreiner unable to finish. And Smith clears it for Baldwin. Another bullet dodge there by Baldwin as they have continued, like pretty much everybody in this game, to hold Harper Schreiner down. She's had several good looks. Oh no, they're going to call Riley Smith for a carry here. So that is 7 turnovers for Baldwin and no points in this first quarter with 59 seconds to play in the period. Back in comes Kinsey Yoder for Eudora.
Yeah, Eudora's just doing a really good job defensively, cutting off drives. Looks like they're playing kind of a matchup zone sometimes where it can look like a man-to-man, but they're doing a really good job of switching. Just not letting Baldwin get much going on the half court so far.
Yoder underneath. Cutting in is Mayer. She misses from close range, and a tie-up between Harvey and Kuntz. This time it stays with Eudora.
Harvey, once again, seems like she's really in the mood tonight around the ball every single possession, it seems like.
Playing with a lot of energy down on this defensive end. Gets picked off there, allows Kuntz an open look, but can't hit. Smith the rebound. Here come the Bulldogs. Down 4-0 with 30 seconds left in the quarter. Neufeld wants to drive. Nothing there. Backs it away with 20 seconds to play in the quarter. And Baldwin looks like they're content to hold for the final shot at this point. Down to 14 seconds. Well, to be down only 4, going a whole quarter without scoring is, I guess, a good thing. But
right.
Here goes Smith. Splits defenders, but has it rejected by Schreiner. 2 seconds. Erpelding. Not there for her. So the first quarter comes to an end. 4-0. Not the score we expected after one. Here on Baldwin Sports Live, Eudora with the lead.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm Insurance agent in Baldwin City.
All right, well, who had 4-0 as our score to start the second quarter? Certainly not Ryan or myself, but that's where we are at. And a jump ball as Frost tried to find Smith at the high post, but Baldwin instead turns it over for the 8th time. So that's the bad. 8 turnovers, no points so far for Baldwin after 8 minutes and 10 seconds. The good is they've held Eudora to just 4 points so far as well. So this game is basically where we were when we started. Nobody's been able to separate, but now Baldwin forces a 5th turnover out of Eudora. Smith unable to get all the way inside, so pulls it back out. Has Frost in the corner. There she is, 3 on the way, and it's short. Rebounded by Yoder.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you take the score just completely out of it and tell Coach Bob Martin that you'd be down 4 after the first quarter, he'd probably be pretty happy with that result. Probably not thrilled with scoring 0 points in the first quarter, but it'll come. It's not like the Bulldogs aren't getting good looks. They're just not dropping.
And the effort has certainly been there, this side of the floor especially. As Yoder through the paint she goes and finds an angle to kiss it in to make it 6-0 Cardinals.
Just worry a little bit. We've talked about it a little bit this year. Baldwin falling in love with the three-pointer somewhat. I'd like to see him try to pound that ball inside a little bit.
This is Harvey on the drive, and again, just can't buy a basket right now for the Bulldogs. A foul has been called, and it's on Abby Watson. So Harvey, another aggressive play at the rebound there, this time on the offensive end. And Abby Watson gets hit with her first foul for Eudora. Their second team foul, 6:38 to play in the half.
That was a really good job by Harvey. Exactly what I'm talking about. Attack that basket. Try to loosen this defense up.
Reichert kicks it out to Smith. Riley again up top. Reichert will let it fly. Loose ball. Harvey once again ends up down on the floor. Another jump ball. This time Baldwin gets the basketball. Well, they tried on their opening possession of this second quarter to run that set that I like when they put Neufeld and Smith on the elbows, those high post areas. They don't go that often. I don't know. Maybe that's the way to get the ball inside a little bit more.
Yeah, it's so hard. You just watch Eudora defensively shut off the drive really good.
Long three by Smith. Karam's out of bounds to the far side. Back over to Eudora it goes with 6 minutes left to play in the first half. And it's just 6-0 in this game. Eudora with the lead, but both teams finding it hard to score on the offensive end.
You have to keep the energy level up on this end of the floor, though. Scoring will come. Like I said, you got to keep the scoring down for Eudora in the meantime.
Schreiner able to turn the corner, but the help by Reichard turned her away.
That's perfect help from Reichard.
Mayer gets bumped by Harvey, and now that's 2 on Isabel Harvey, and she has been a big plus so far in this matchup for Baldwin tonight with her effort and energy. Now with 2 fouls, so.
Yeah, I agree with this leaving her out there, too. I think she's probably been your best player so far tonight. Got to be smart, though. You can't pick up a third. It would be catastrophic at this point.
Smith guarding Schreiner. They've done an excellent job. Have kept Harper Schreiner scoreless so far. She does have 2 assists, but no points for the All-State guard. Now Mayer from just inside of the three-point line. Missed everything, but Sawyer Schreiner keeps it alive for Eudora. Floater by Harper Schreiner rims off. Out of bounds. Oh, my, good effort, but Harvey needs to have a little self-preservation there.
Bouncing off the walls tonight.
She'll check out of the game, take a quick breather. Carly Neufeld exits as well as Carly Toot returns, and Bailey Smith comes in for the first time. Under 5 to go in the first half. Bolton has played 11 minutes of basketball tonight without a point, but trail just 6-0. Just need to see the first one go through, and maybe that'll get it opened up. Toot, another turnover. Has it stripped, a jump ball. Will send it Eudora's way. Baldwin almost to double-digit turnovers before their first point tonight. Riley Smith gets that assignment on Harper Schreiner. Done an excellent job so far. Sawyer Schreiner gives it outside of Watson. Has Mayer again for a deep 2 with a foot inside of the three-point line. And Riley Smith tracks down the rebound. Baldwin pushes it the other way, down 6. Good look underneath for Toot. Blocked by Schreiner. Toot tried to save it, threw it back to Harper Schreiner.
Smith doing an excellent job on Schreiner, just denying her the ball, not letting her get it.
Reichard comes away with a steal as they jarred it free from Yoder, and a foul called on the way up the floor by Sawyer Schreiner. She was a little bit too tight on the defense to Reichard. First foul on Sawyer Schreiner, and the third foul against Eudora with 3:54 to play in the half. Both Parker Long and Ashley Kuntz check into the lineup for Eudora. Well, it won't take long to run through the halftime stats for you at this rate.
To me, this is kind of the epitome of league play, though. It's the first league game of the year. You know these opponents very well, play them often.
A 6-0 lead for Eudora. Aaron Frost and Emma Kate Lang back on there, and joining the Smith sisters and Carly Toot inside the lane, and she travels.
It's all right. I don't mind that, though, trying to dump the ball down into the post there. Just try to get a different angle of things.
Well, Eudora will take their first time out of the ball game. It comes with 3:39 left to play in a half, and it's 6-0 in this ball game. With the timeout, let's tell you about one of our many great sponsors, Rice Precision Manufacturing. They would love to hear from you if you're looking to join a great team. They've got openings, actively looking to fill positions for skilled CNC machinists and CNC operators. Excellent pay, competitive benefit packages, and a climate-controlled work environment with a friendly support staff dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Send an email to jobs@riceprecision.com to inquire about current openings. 6-0 Eudora with 3:39 left to play in the first half. Don't forget to send your text to 816-406-0051. Send the text Baldwin to EZ Relic. They'll send the highlight plays right to your phone when the highlight play happens. Send that text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. Schreiner working inside, can't score it over Frost. And Marin pulls it away for Baldwin, then lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break there. It's hard to call a foul there, but kind of got tripped up, tangled up. Baldwin turns it over again.
Well, as good as the defense has been, and both teams have had their moments of really good defense, both teams have also had some pretty good looks in this first half. It's a bit odd as the amount of decent looks they've had, coupled with the amount of really good defense we've had, and then the fact that it's just 6-0.
Yeah, both teams kind of pounding their defense in the paint, just stacking it up, making you shoot longer jump shots, and there's one, but most of the time, been a lot of bricks so far.
Second made bucket for Mayer. It comes on another assist by Harper Schreiner, and then the Bulldogs get turned away quickly on their end as Bailey Smith had it blocked. Contact on the other side will send Mayer to the free throw line with 2:49 left to play in the half. Baldwin foul is charged to Carly Neufeld. Her first to the team's fourth.
These little runs, these little spurts that you got to be careful of against Eudora. Don't want them to pull too far out in front of you.
Well, Mayer now with 5 of the 9 for Eudora, as Baldwin has just been ice cold to start this game. And that will stay with Eudora, as they say it was last touched by Baldwin. And they may get a conference here between the officials and change the call. We'll see. Carly Toot has checked in for Baldwin. And they are going to change the call after the discussion. So Baldwin, in fact, gets it with 2:48 to play in the half, trailing 9-0. Played a little more than 13 minutes so far in this game. 13 scoreless minutes for Baldwin. Smith on the kick out. Pump fake, drive, leave to Toot at the free throw line. Now back to Frost. Good look from the corner. And finally, Baldwin on the board.
Excellent ball movement to create that open look for Frost, though. That was really good execution.
It took them 13 and a half minutes, but they finally score, and the good news is they're only down 6. So now a turnover, 7th from Eudora. Baldwin has a chance to cut a little deeper into this deficit now at 9-3 with a little more than 2 minutes to play in the half. Clock goes underneath of 2 minutes now. Neufeld out to Smith. She tries from the right wing and knocks down a three. You told us, Ryan, the offense would come. It has now on back-to-back possessions via the three.
Yeah, that's kind of the live or die by the three mentality a little bit. They'll start falling eventually. Really nice play by Neufeld to jump out there, and now Baldwin's really got all the momentum.
Neufeld forces the turnover, or the steal is called, or the travel is called right before the steal. And it is 9-6 with 90 seconds to play in the half. After all the offensive struggles in this half, Baldwin has a chance. Oh, never mind. They turn it over. This leads to a chance for Mayer, but missed the layup. Schreiner missed the putback. Out of bounds, Eudora basketball.
That's just excellent hustle, though, from Riley Smith. You don't give up on the play. You get it taken from you. You got to chase it down. It's good effort from everybody tonight. It's been really hard-fought affair in this first half.
Reichard back on for Baldwin with a minute 19 to play in the half. That's off of Schreiner's leg. Turnover to Baldwin.
Reichert's had a really good game defensively as well. Smith, Harvey, everybody's playing together, playing really well.
A 3 from Frost and a 3 from Riley Smith down on this end. Maybe it's Neufeld's turn to get in that scoring column and tie this game up. 2 to cross the paint to Reichert. And Alyssa gets the roll, and Baldwin has scored 8 straight to pull within 1. Schreiner works it left. A scoreless first half for the All-State guard. Does have 3 assists, but Baldwin has done a tremendous job on her. There's her first points, and she's able to float it through. 30 seconds to play first half. And a foul called against Eudora. That is on Parker Long, her first, and the team's fourth with 27 seconds to play in the half. Emma Kate Lang back in for Baldwin. Riley Smith with it, 15 seconds left to play in this first half. Smith attacks with 10, back up top, Reichert. Gives it to Lang with 5. Now Neufeld, deep 3 for the tie, and we are tied at the half.
What a shot that was from Carly. That thing had ice on it.
A first half that saw Baldwin go scoreless for the first 13 and a half minutes. Yet we're tied at the break, 11 all. Baldwin and Eudora at halftime here on Baldwin Sports Live. Coming up, it's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. Well, that was an interesting half. I'm not sure I've ever seen a half quite like that one. The half is only 16 minutes long, and one of the teams went 13 and a half minutes without scoring, and yet they're tied at the half in this one because Eudora, they had their fair share of scoring struggles as well. It took both teams 5.5 minutes almost before this game had any points, or 4.5 minutes before Eudora scored in the first quarter. The Cardinals scored twice in that first quarter to lead 4-0 after one period. They would extend that lead to 9-0 in the second quarter before Baldwin finally got on the board at the 2:27 mark of the first half. First half, not quarter, first half. They finally scored, but once they scored, then the points started to come, and they made 3 threes in the final 2.5 minutes, along with a deuce by Alyssa Reichert. And all of a sudden, you can just kind of forget about the fact that they went 13 and a half minutes without scoring, Ryan, because here they are in a tie ball game, 11-all at the break.
Yeah, it almost felt like the Dogs were just using all their energy on the defensive end, kind of setting them up for a little spurt there with 2.5 to go in the half to tie this thing up. But no, it's feel good for the Bulldogs going into the half tied up against the number 3 team in the state. You couldn't ask for anything else. We talked about in the open that this is going to be a challenge tonight, and really you got to come in thinking you got nothing to lose. And I really love the energy level that Baldwin's come out and played with. Pretty much everybody that's played has had a really high energy level and played really hard defensively and rebounding the basketball. So I'm really impressed with the way the Dogs played in the first half.
Everybody contributed really in that first half. 4 different girls scored the 4 different buckets.
Yeah.
And that's been some of the thing that is, we've talked about some of the offensive struggles at times this year, and part of that has been the fact that it's been pretty heavily reliant on Neufeld and Smith to carry the weight of the scoring. Well, tonight, they each have just 1 basket. The team has only 4, of course, but it came from 4 different scores. And not only did you have the 4 different scores, but you also had 2 different girls, and one of those, Carly Toot, assist that didn't score as well. So, and then you have Isabel Harvey, who didn't score but was tremendous on the defensive end. Everybody doing a bit of something in this game. And even though it was a long time coming for points to get on the board, here we are tied at the break. So I have to feel overall pretty good about things. And you saw some of that emotion going into the locker room. They were pumped after that shot by Carly to send it to the half tie.
That was a huge, huge shot from Carly. That thing had ice on it. Like I said, I was from the ceiling, it dropped in there. But yeah, I mean, Isabel Harvey's the only starter, I think, that didn't score. And I thought she was probably the best player of the first half. She did a little bit of everything, just diving on the floor, getting every loose ball, rotating over, and playing some really good defense. So overall, I thought that was one of the better halves overall that the Bulldogs have played, even though they only score 11 points.
It sounds funny to say that, but you're right. The intensity, the effort they played with was very, very well done in that first half against a very good team. This is a Eudora team that's won 11 straight ball games. They're 11-1 and ranked number 3 in the state. So Bulldogs have to feel good where they're at. We'll look at the first half numbers. There aren't a lot of them, but we'll do it next. It's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, 11-11 here at the break after this word from Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
First half numbers for you for the Eudora Cardinals. Leading scorer is Mackenzie Mayer with 5 points. Kinsey Yoder has 4 points, and Harper Schreiner held to just 2 points in that first half, but Schreiner did have a game-high 3 assists. Sawyer Schreiner, their top rebounder right now, with 5 boards. For Baldwin, 4 different scorers, as I mentioned. Maren Frost, Carly Neufeld, and Riley Smith all hit a 3, so they each have 3 points. Alyssa Reichert has 2. Isabel Harvey with a couple of rebounds. Carly Toot has a team-high 2 assists, and Maren Frost and Riley Smith, the leading rebounders, at 3 boards apiece in a competitive, albeit low-scoring first half, but it sets it up for a final 16 minutes of basketball in a rivalry between Baldwin and Eudora. One of these teams, Eudora, ranked at number 3 in the 4A state polls, but Baldwin not going to go silently here on their home floor tonight. Great first half, a competitive first half. We'll see what the second 16 minutes has in store for us. It's Baldwin and Eudora tied at 11. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services Halftime Show. There to assist in more than just insurance. They've got your investment and wealth management needs covered as well. Go see Kelly Neufeld and the Farm Bureau Financial Services team in downtown Baldwin City to sit down and discuss your financial well-being. It's your future. Let's protect it. Second half starts next.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider. Lamb Roberts.
We are back, start of the second half, and Isabel Harvey, right as we get you back in here, scores her first bucket of the night, and that puts Baldwin in front for the first time at 13-11. It's a 13-2 run right now for Baldwin after they went 13 minutes without scoring to start this game and trailed 9-0. 5 baskets from 5 different girls in this game for Baldwin. Watson around to Harper Schreiner in the corner, who's been held to just 2 points so far. A tie-up in the paint. Ooh, they call it a foul, actually.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough call. There's a tough angle on this for this ref down here, but I thought that might have been a jump ball.
So Marin Frost is hit with her first foul instead of a tie-up. See if Eudora can take advantage.
You can just watch every single pick and roll, every single closeout, helping. Everybody's moving in conjunction, and that time they got to travel, so really good defense, though, all game so far from the Bulldogs.
Double-digit turnovers for both teams now, 10 for Eudora, 13 for Baldwin. And it's a 13-11 lead for the Bulldogs with 6:48 to play in the third quarter. Smith, good shot fake, gets herself an open look, but comes wide of the mark to the left, rebounded by Harper Schreiner. Skips it to Mayer. And a foul on Baldwin as both Reichard and Neufeld converged on Mayer. And they call it on Neufeld, so that's her second team foul as well at the half. And a couple of shots coming up for Mackenzie Mayer, who is 1 out of 2 at the free throw line tonight. She is the only player who's gone to the line so far for either team. And like she did the last time, hits the first, misses the second. Baldwin holds on to a 1-point lead with 6:27 to go in the third. Knocked out of the hands of Harvey, but a fortunate bounce right to Neufeld, then deflected out by Schreiner. Smith doubled on the baseline and turns it over. But then Baldwin gets it back. Reichard missed the layup. Smith, in the middle of 3 Eudora defenders, gets the offensive rebound but can't hit it as she tried to flip it up behind her head.
It might have just been better pulling that one out and starting a new possession. Found herself amongst some trees down low there.
Still a 1-point Baldwin lead. Watson fires it up on the skip pass. Not there for her, and Neufeld with a rebound and brings it up herself for Baldwin. A push as Harvey set the screen to try to open up Neufeld, and the Eudora defender ran through Harvey and is called for the foul. That is on Harper Schreiner, her second. Both teams have had their fair share of scoring droughts in this ball game. Both teams have had a big run each way as well, and that's all resulted in a 1-point game so far. Schreiner the rebound and the miss by Harvey. Harper Schreiner does draw the foul on Isabel Harvey. You could tell that's what Schreiner was just trying to do right there. Knew she had Harvey on her hip behind her a little bit, just continued to cut her off, and eventually Harvey gets called for her third foul.
Yeah, that's tough because that's, like you said, her third. So she's got to be really careful now not to pick up a fourth. That's kind of a cheap one that you don't like to see called too much. But
Sawyer Schreiner lost the handle. Ball loose on the floor. Down goes Isabel with her. And a timeout taken by Eudora. So wave off that shot by Schreiner as Brandon Parker takes a timeout. He had a sense that his girls were in trouble there. The ball almost loose on the floor, and a timeout is awarded to Eudora with 4:52 left to play in the third. And the Baldwin Bulldogs leading the 11-1 Eudora Cardinals 13-12. Game 2 of our doubleheader features the number 2 ranked team in Class 4A, the Eudora boys, as they get set to battle the Baldwin Bulldogs on the boys' side of things. 17 straight wins for Eudora boys over Baldwin. A stretch that goes back to 2014, January of 2014, the last Baldwin victory on the boys' side of this rivalry. So we'll see if an upset brews in game 2 of our doubleheader as well, as this first game certainly has the potential of an upset at this point in time. A 1-point lead for Baldwin, 4:50 to go in the third. The Baldwin Bulldogs try to end a lengthy 11-game winning streak for the Eudora girls. Yoder up top. Reichard just tempting her to take that shot for the outside, and instead the Cardinals turn it over again. Frost leads it up, takes it all the way. Nobody stopped Marin Frost, and she gets all the way in to finish with the left hand and extend the lead to 3.
That's excellent point guard play in transition there. If nobody's going to stop you, take it all the way to the bucket.
Largest lead for the Baldwin Bulldogs now. Schreiner spinning her way inside, leaves it back outside for Mayer with a long 2. Backside rebound to Watson. Second chance opportunity for Eudora. Watson almost pushed off there, got away with it. Now Schreiner, who has been hounded by Riley Smith tonight. A great effort in this game from Smith defending Harper Schreiner, and that time Schreiner is the assist to set up Sawyer Schreiner. That's 4 assists now for Harper Schreiner, so they have kept her from scoring, but she is finding other ways to still put points on the board for Eudora. 2 is stripped by Schreiner. Neufeld trying to chase her down and picks up a third foul in the process.
I was just getting ready to say that. You got to be careful there, not picking up another foul, Carly. But so now both Harvey and Neufeld with 3 fouls. Something that Baldwin's going to have to navigate the rest of the way here.
It puts Harper Schreiner at the free throw line. 2 shots for the All-State senior guard. The first one misses, so at best she'll be able to only tie the game now as Lang and Bailey Smith check back in for Baldwin. Erpelding checks in for Eudora. And Schreiner with some rare misses at the line. Keeps it a 1-point Baldwin lead with 3:15 to play, third quarter. Frost has 5 in the game, now trying to set up Reichert. Offensive board by Frost, and a foul against Eudora. We'll keep it on this side. Loose ball foul against the Cardinals. It's charged to Kinsey Yoder, her first, and the team's second.
I thought Maren Frost had a really good last 2 or 3 minutes here. She had that layup on the fast break and played really well on the defensive end that time. Pulled it out and made a good decision. Turnover here, though.
Schreiner over to Mayer. Back into the corner, Mayer. Fires in a deep 2. Puts the lead back in the hands of Eudora at 16-15 with 2:38 left to play, third quarter.
It's something you can't continue to hope for a good team like Eudora to continue missing those shots.
Smith on the drive. Schreiner cleans up the miss. As Erpelding up ahead. Pass across the court, intercepted by Baldwin. Smith with a tough pass underneath for Lang. That was going to be a tough catch underneath for Lang, and instead Baldwin turns it over for the 17th time with 2:11 to go in the third. One tie, 2 lead changes so far in this ball game. A 9-0 run to open for Eudora, a 13-1 or a 13-2 run to answer for Baldwin. We've been pretty much deadlocked since. Schreiner off the screen from Yoder. Into the corner to Erpelding. Now back to Schreiner. Fade away for the baseline. Yoder with an offensive board. Puts it back up and crawls over the rim and in for Yoder. 6 straight for the Cardinals. Timeout Baldwin. 1:34 to play in the third. It's a 3-point lead for Eudora. As we will keep it right here. 32nd timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Once again, tell you about Rice Precision Manufacturing. Family-owned company in Baldwin City that is fast-growing and specializes in CNC machining and the fabrication of parts, components, and assemblies for a wide range of industries. You have a manufacturing project that is perhaps in need of some expertise assistance. Give the sales team at Rice Precision Manufacturing a call or email them at sales@riceprecision.com to get more information on how they can be of assistance in your manufacturing needs. 1:34 left to play in the third quarter. 18-15, Eudora by 3. Baldwin with the basketball.
I was getting ready to say this is going to be a big stretch at the end of this third quarter with Neufeld and Harvey on the bench, but they both checked in at that last timeout, so got to be careful, though, not to pick up their 4th foul.
Maren Frost has been the biggest cog in the offense tonight. She has hit her second 3 now with 8 points to lead the way for the Bulldogs and has tied this game at 18. She was the one who ended the 13.5-minute drought to start this game with a 3, now with 2 threes. Sawyer Schreiner with a 15-foot jumper that's knocked down. Comes off of the 5th assist of the game for Harper Schreiner, and it's 20-18 Eudora. Neufeld inside, kick out Smith, wide open on the wing. You betcha. 3 from Riley Smith, and the lead back to Baldwin. .30 seconds to play in the quarter. Schreiner caught Yoder by surprise, wrapped a bounce pass around the defender, and Yoder wasn't ready for it. Out of bounds, turnover number 13 for Eudora, and Baldwin has it up 1 and a chance to hold out for the final shot, take a lead into the fourth quarter on the third-ranked Eudora Cardinals, who have won 11 in a row coming into play tonight. Five seconds. Harvey with 3, puts up a 3, and banks it in. first three-pointer of the year for Isabel Harvey, and it comes on a bank from the right wing to close the third quarter. And actually, they put it up on the board as a 2, but I think the official down here says 3, and it is. It's a 3 for Harvey, and it's a 24-20 lead for Baldwin as we go to the fourth on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
We are off to the fourth quarter tonight in Baldwin. And this game has certainly not been exactly how you would have scripted it for either side. Nobody would have come in here and said, oh, we're going to go 13 and a half minutes without scoring and yet have a 4-point lead. And Eudora, they tell them early we're going to jump out on a 9-0 run, then they probably would have told you that they are not going to be trailing going into the fourth quarter. But that's where we stand as we start this fourth period. The upset-minded Bulldogs with a 24-20 lead of the number 3 ranked Eudora Cardinals. Sawyer Schreiner misses on the mid-range shot from the baseline, and it's Alyssa Reichert who rips the rebound out of there for Baldwin.
It's not all you can ask for as an underdog coming into a game, though, is just make it a game going into the fourth quarter. Give yourself a chance. Bulldogs got a great chance tonight, pull an upset.
A runner from Neufeld. Misses, and Mayer the rebound for Eudora. Harper Schreiner has been held to just 2 points in this game for Eudora. That's been a huge part of the reason Baldwin has held the Cardinals to just 20 points. Eudora averages 52.5 points per game, and now they've turned it over for the 14th time tonight.
Just more pressure defense on the ball from Isabel Harvey there, and just forcing a dead ball turnover, throwing it right out of bounds. A big opportunity for Baldwin here to extend this lead, though. You want to give yourself a little bit of a cushion.
The 4-point lead is currently the biggest of the game for the Bulldogs after Isabel Harvey hit her one and only 3 of the year so far to close out the third quarter on a bank shot from the right wing. Timeout Baldwin with 6:51 left to play in the fourth quarter. We're going to take the break with it. You're watching Bulldog basketball come back for the finish of a good one here tonight between Baldwin and Eudora on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Eudora Family Care, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-505-2345 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Eudora Family Care, your partner for lifelong health.
(24-20) Baldwin on top of Eudora with 6:51 left to play in the fourth quarter. An 11-game winning streak on the line for the number 3 ranked team in Class 4A, the Eudora Cardinals. Baldwin 6-8 on the year. Trailed 9-0 to start this game. Took the Bulldogs 13.5 minutes to score. Their first points came at the 2:27 mark of the second quarter, but now lead by 4 in the fourth. Riley Smith gets it to Reichert. Now back across to Marin Frost, who's their leading scorer tonight with 8. Inside Harvey. Missed the bank shot, and Mayer tracks down the rebound for Eudora. Schreiner brings it up as Sawyer Schreiner comes out to set the screen for Harper. Now to Mayer, and that three-pointer way off the marker. Check that, it was Laney Orr who was there for the first time, a sophomore who took that three but missed it. blocking foul on the way in for Neufeld as she attacked Mayer, and that is Mackenzie Mayer's first, team's third foul with 6:16 to play in the fourth. Smith on the inbound for Baldwin. Out to Harvey. Back up top, Reichert. Baldwin has had 5 made threes in this game from 4 different players, and now Reichert is called for a travel. Picked up the pivot foot, apparently. Well, Neufeld right there. Unfortunately, because of the 3 fouls, you could tell she had to just kind of let go of that ball with the positioning. Didn't want to pick up a 4th. Instead, Harvey then picks up a 4th. But that's a tough break there for Baldwin as Lainey Orr heads to the free throw line. If Neufeld has 2 fouls, no fouls, whatever the case may be, not in foul trouble with 3, she probably is able to wrestle that ball away, or at least attempt to, but tried to make the smart play, can't falter. Unfortunately, Harvey then did commit her 4th, and it results in 1 point for Eudora as Orr gets 1 out of 2 at the line.
Cardinals haven't really made Baldwin pay much from the line. They missed a lot of free throws tonight.
Yeah, you're right. 3 out of 8 in this game. Baldwin has never been to the line yet in this ball game.
Probably not a bad thing.
Yeah, they have really been struggling lately. As a team now in the year, just 58%. And right now trying to close out a big upset here on their home floor, leading by 3 with 5.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Against the streaking Cardinals, who have won 11 in a row, up to number 3 in the latest coaches poll. Reichert dishes out to Neufeld. Carly steps into a 2-pointer, and it left it short, rebounded by Sawyer Schreiner, and a push on Toot. First on Carly, and that is now team foul number 6 for Baldwin. So that will be their last foul to give. Eudora will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah, Toot's going to need to put in some good minutes here with Harvey on the bench here in the fourth quarter with 4 fouls.
3-pointer off the heel. Offensive rebound. Schreiner in the putback pulls the Cardinals within 1.
In the second half, that defensive rebounding has become a bit of an issue. A lot of second chance opportunities for the Cardinals as well. It's going to have to get buttoned up for the Dogs if they want to win this.
Led to just the 2nd bucket of the game for Harper Schreiner. But now the Cardinals, with another stop on the defensive end, have a chance to retake the lead with 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Harper Schreiner, and now a push on Sawyer Schreiner, I believe. I think they're going to get an illegal screen here on Schreiner. They do, and that sends it the other way to Baldwin.
It's incredible that these girls still have the energy and the intensity on the defensive end of the floor. They've expended so much energy down there. Got 4:27 to keep it up, though.
Emma Kate Lang back in for Baldwin. And Watson returning for Eudora. Lang up top to Frost. She's had a hot hand tonight, but doesn't get that 3 to go. Mayer the rebound.
That's the look you want, though.
Baldwin still by 1. We hit the midway point of this fourth quarter. Pass comes inside and a foul as Toot comes down to try to rake it out of the arms of Yoder. Makes Kinsey Yoder have to go to the free throw line to earn these points. And it is a 1-and-1. The foul is called on the floor, the second on Toot, and that is the 17th foul as Alyssa Reichert checks back in for Baldwin. And Erpelding returns to the lineup for Eudora. Also Harvey back in for the Bulldogs. Harvey with 4 fouls.
Got to be ready for a miss here on the 1-on-1. Box out.
First trip to the line from Yoder tonight, and she does miss, and then Sawyer Schreiner picks up a foul on a loose ball foul there, working against Isabel Harvey. And the lead still in the hands of the Bulldogs with 4:01 left to play in the fourth quarter. 24-23 Baldwin.
Nice job from both Harvey and Reichert boxing out there. Nice job from the coach as well, putting those two girls back in for that big rebound.
Double dribble called on the Bulldogs' Carly Neufeld with 3:50 to go.
And kind of an uncharacteristic night for Neufeld offensively. Done a good job on her. Eudora has defensively.
Schreiner this time working with her back to the basket. Everybody for Baldwin putting their attention on Schreiner and forces a missed shot, but a foul is called on Riley Smith. So a free throw opportunity for Schreiner for the ball game. 0 for 2 at the line. Or yeah, 0 for 2 on her first trip does make that one, and we are tied at 24. Schreiner gives the lead back to Eudora with 3.5 minutes to play. Fourth lead change of this ball game. First of the fourth quarter, and Carly Neufeld forces it right at Schreiner. Harper picks up her third foul, and Carly Neufeld will inch the Bulldogs a little bit closer to that bonus. That is 6 team fouls on Eudora. So the Bulldogs now will be in the bonus on the next foul. Reichert in tight scores to put the lead back in the hands of Baldwin.
Once again, excellent execution on a baseline inbound play.
Eudora quickly trying to answer, but it's not there for the Cardinals. Harvey the rebound for Baldwin. 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Baldwin leading Eudora 26-25. Riley Smith at the point. Kicks to Frost. Back around to Reichert, 2:40 to go. Baldwin with the 1-point lead, so they don't have to be in any hurry here. Oh, they call it for a double dribble. I don't agree with that call, though.
Yeah, I thought, if anything, it was kind of a gather in the first part of that play there, and then got her for another turnover, though. Starting to pile up a little bit for Baldwin.
Yeah, it didn't look like she, it kind of looked like she dropped it on the catch. The ball bounced, picked it up, which in our eyes, that would allow her still a dribble, but the official saw it as a dribble first and then a pickup as Mayer misses another long two. Schreiner with the offensive rebound, but lost it out of bounds. It goes off her leg, and Baldwin takes over.
Once again, though, it's another second chance opportunity on offensive rebound. Baldwin catching a break there, losing it out of bounds.
Clock ticks down to the 2-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Baldwin holding on to a 1-point lead. 3 ties, 5 lead changes tonight. Bulldogs have trailed by as many as 9. Their largest lead has been just 4.
Obviously, you just want to be as patient as you can, get a good shot.
Well, that 3 off the mark, misses everything, and that's not the type of shot you want here in this situation. You can get that shot as soon as you dribbled it across midcourt. Had no reason to hurry and shoot something, and they give it back over to Eudora with 1:45 to play, and Eudora takes a timeout. 1:44 left to go in the fourth, 26-25, Baldwin by 1. We're back in a moment on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
.144 left to play in the fourth quarter. The upset-minded Baldwin Bulldogs with a 26-25 lead on top of the number 3 ranked Eudora Cardinals, who come into play tonight 11-1 on the year with an 11-game winning streak. But Bulldogs have played a very good ball game tonight, despite an interesting kind of odd way, but they have fought from the tip, and they have given everything Eudora can handle so far. Now can they finish it out over the final 140? Harper Schreiner lobs it inside to Sawyer Schreiner. Harvey does a great job just staying straight up, defending her. Reichert with a rebound, and the Bulldogs get a big stop with under 90 seconds to go, leading by 1. Got to take care of the basketball. Baldwin has turned it over 20 times tonight, and that was almost, in fact, it technically was their 21st, because then Schreiner is called for the travel, so they give one to take one. In a minute 13 left to play in the fourth quarter. Baldwin survives that dangerous pass. They keep the ball.
Yeah, this is always kind of tough. Obviously, it's a good position to be in. You're ahead in the game, but you don't want to just go into straight stall mode. You want to stay aggressive. Wow.
Knocked away into the backcourt. Smith gets it back.
A lot of contact.
Well, right now, Baldwin will take a timeout with 57 seconds to go. That is their second to last timeout, so it leaves Baldwin with 1 with 57 seconds to go in the ball game. And now you got to start thinking about making sure to get this basketball in the hands of your best free throw shooters. The next free throw will put Baldwin at the free throw line, as Eudora has committed 16 fouls. So the next one will be their 7th and a 1-and-1 for Baldwin. So when you talk about the best free throw shooters, percentage-wise, that's Carly Neufeld at 73%. Baldwin has not attempted a free throw tonight, so you can't say, well, who's shot them well this evening, because nobody has shot a free throw tonight. So Neufeld at 73% is your best free throw shooter. Riley Smith at 69%, so it should come as no surprise. Your 2 best scorers, also their 2 best free throw shooters. So ideally, you would want it in the hands of 2 or 22 right here if you're Baldwin. Marin Frost, 65% on the year. The other 2 on the floor right now, Reichert and Harvey, are at 41 and 55% respectively. So ideally, you would not want them to be the ones going to the line here. Eudora clearly will want to foul either Harvey or Reichert if they touch the ball. And Frost having a tough time getting it in. They eventually do get it in to Harvey. And they say they just got knocked out of bounds. Okay, well, that's probably the best case scenario there for Baldwin. This time Frost does get it in to Smith. 54 seconds to go. Baldwin up by 1. Erpelding doing everything she can to try and steal that ball from Smith, and instead commits the foul. And again, that's basically what they're trying to do there. Try to get a steal. If you get called for the foul, so be it. It's the first on Erpelding, and it sends Riley Smith to the line. This will be the first free throw anyway. Not guaranteed to here. It is 1-1, so first free throw attempt of the game for the Bulldogs. Smith, 43 out of 62 for the year, and just had enough on that first one as it hits the front end of the rim and crawls over. 27-25 Baldwin. Second free throw attempt is on the money. 3-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Big time pressure free throws there.
Schreiner inside and is fouled. Fortunately for Baldwin, the ball didn't go in. So Schreiner heads to the line for 2 shots. And they call the foul on Frost, her second. So 2 shots coming up for Sawyer Schreiner. Her first time to the line tonight. Makes it a 2-point game with the first free throw. Six out of 12 in this game for Eudora at the line. Now 7 out of 13, so they have left some points out there at the line, but we'll see if Baldwin can close this one out. Another timeout, this time taken by Eudora. We're back in a moment with 37 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's 28-27 Baldwin. Bulldogs with the ball when we come back.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
.37 seconds left to play in Baldwin tonight, and it is a 28-27 Baldwin lead on top of the number 3 ranked Eudora Cardinals. Both teams in the bonus. In fact, Eudora will be in the double bonus on the next foul committed by Baldwin. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining, and the possession arrow, which might play a factor here, is favoring Baldwin. So the Bulldogs do have the arrow. If they are in a tied-up situation, they can preserve their timeout and get it on the arrow. This is Smith in the backcourt. And, a 10-second call. And that, quite frankly, is just a bad call.
Yeah.
There were 37 seconds left when they inbounded. There's 28 seconds left now. That means they only took 9 seconds. It doesn't take a math genius to figure that one out. And, I usually don't like to critique officiating, but that's just flat out a terrible call. You can't have a 10-second violation when 9 seconds has come off the clock.
Yeah, the only thing you could possibly say is that the clock started a little bit late, but
well, then
right.
They should stop the play and reset the clock and re-inbound then. That's just quite frankly is terrible.
Horrible break for the Bulldogs, but can't let that keep you down. You got to get your head up right now and have a good defensive possession here. Been playing hard all night. Don't let it get taken away by a bad call.
So Eudora gets a big break. And now the Cardinals have the ball down 1 with 25 seconds to play in the ball game. Schreiner works to the left side. Underneath the basket, blocked by Neufeld. It will stay with Eudora with 15.8 seconds to go.
Got to keep up this intensity defensively without fouling, though. Don't want to send him to the line.
A foul would be 2 shots for Eudora. Inbound pass to Mayer. Gives it back to Schreiner with 14. Schreiner has 10, and a foul is called on Riley Smith with 10 seconds to go. 2 shots for the All-State guard, Harper Schreiner.
Two shots here. You got to hope for at least a miss here. You got to make sure and box out on that second one. We're going to get a timeout first, though.
Bob Martin uses his final timeout with 10 seconds to go. And Harper Schreiner will be at the free throw line out of the timeout for Eudora. Schreiner has been held at just 5 points in this game. Obviously, the whole game's been low scoring, 28-27, but the Bulldogs have done a tremendous job on the do-everything All-State guard and Harper Schreiner, just 5 points. She does have 5 assists, so again, she has been still impactful on the offensive end, but there was no wonder they wanted the ball in her hands. Baldwin fouled her and will put her at the line where she is, for the game, just 1 out of 4. Or excuse me, a 2 out of 4 for the game.
Yeah, you're going to do your best to try to keep the ball out of her hands if she misses a free throw here, and you can have an opportunity to get this ball back tied up. But, man, just a couple of tough breaks here late for Baldwin. You can't, like I said, drop your head down and let that affect you. But, my gosh, Baldwin's been playing so hard all night.
Well, we've been in this situation before, and we've talked about you've got to rebound here. You can't assume the make. You've got to rebound and get this ball back on a miss. Schreiner at the line, 2 for 4 of the game. And here's the first of the 2 shots, and it is good to tie the game.
If she makes this, you got to remember, you don't have any timeouts. You got 10.3. That's plenty of time get down and be patient, get a good look.
Schreiner for the lead, hits it. Baldwin with 10 seconds down 1. Smith drives inside, off the bottom side of the rim. No whistle on what Baldwin thought could have been a foul there as well, and that's how this one ends. Wait a second, there is a foul called.
We're going to have 1 second left in this one. I think the refs are saying we're going to put a second back.
So it's not over yet. A foul has been called on Baldwin. Let's see what they set the clock to. They set it to .5. So it's not over yet.
A lot of contact on that drive from Riley Smith on that end, though. That was a tough no call.
Well, and Bob Martin was saying in what they call that? Oh, they called this an intentional foul. So, well, at this point in time, then what are we doing? So Schreiner to the line.
2 shots and the ball. So it's basically over. Man, what an effort from the Dogs tonight, though.
Trying to miss, and she made it. I'm confused now.
I'm not sure what's going on now, but
did they play that like they were going to play it on? But you can't shoot free throws without players on the lane. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but there were some blunders late in this game, and they weren't by the players. 30-28, your final. Eudora survives on the road against their rival Baldwin, and the win streak continues to 12 straight for the Cardinals. The number 3 ranked team in 4A wins this one as they survive. That's the way I can put it. That's the best word I can come up with tonight. Credit Baldwin for a tremendously hard-fought game tonight. They did everything they could to win this ball game, and some might say, and then some.
Yeah, I mean, my heart goes out to the girls. Bulldogs played so hard tonight. I haven't seen them put a defensive effort together like this, and rebounding-wise, that's a tough way to lose. Getting a couple tough calls late, but overall, a really good performance going up against number 3 team in the state. Not much more you could ask for. A very competitive game.
30-28, your final. Eudora defeats Baldwin. We're back to wrap up the girls' game for you right after this, and don't go anywhere. The boys' game still to come. The number 2 ranked Eudora Cardinal boys in town to take on the 6A Bulldogs. That's coming up there as well. You're watching Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show following an extremely exciting girls game. 30-28, the final. The Eudora Cardinals improve their record to 12-1 on the year as they win their 12th straight game. The number 3 ranked team in 4A survives a road challenge to their rival Baldwin tonight. 30-28, your final. A game that had 4 ties and 5 lead changes Eudora took the lead on free throws by Harper Schreiner with 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A pair of free throws put the Cardinals up 1, and then Schreiner would add one more free throw on a more or less irrelevant intentional foul at the very end of that game that was called and made it 30-28. But what a game, what a finish, what an effort tonight. I don't think there's any question from start to finish, just the sheer defensive effort and intensity Baldwin played with. Their best outing of the season in that regard tonight. It took them 13 and a half minutes to score to start this game. They're certainly going to ask the question of, what if, going back and looking at that point in time. But they fought back from that point. They took a lead. They had a lead going into the fourth. They had a lead by 3 down into the final 30 seconds of the fourth quarter. But in the end, Eudora comes back to score the final 5 points of the game and win this one 30-28. Harper Schreiner ends the game with 9 points to lead all scorers tonight. A game that didn't have a single player in double figures. Schreiner 9 points, 5 assists, and 4 boards. Sawyer Schreiner 6 points and 8 boards. Kinsey Yoder with 6 points. Mackenzie Mayer with 8 points, and Ashley Kuntz with 1 point. For Baldwin, Marin Frost and Riley Smith each had 8. They each hit a couple of threes in this game to lead the scoring for the Bulldogs. Carly Neufeld 3 points, Alyssa Reichert 4 points, and Isabel Harvey with 5 points. Baldwin's leading rebounder tonight was Marin Frost and Riley Smith. They each pulled down 5 boards. Carly Neufeld led the team with 3 assists tonight. Baldwin turned it over 22 times. Eudora committed 17 turnovers in the game. The Cardinals going 10 of 17 at the free throw line. Baldwin just 2 out of 2 at the line. Made it to the line 1 time. And Riley Smith, after being fouled for a 1-and-1, went and knocked down both free throws to give Baldwin an 3-point lead at 28-25 late in that final minute. But Eudora overcomes it and wins it tonight, 30-28, your final. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you set for the boys' game now as Eudora and Baldwin on the boys' side get set to do battle here in about 10 minutes away from tip-off. You're watching Bulldog Basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes. Offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomescom/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome into the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show for Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. It's the boys' game now, featuring the 9-2, number 2 ranked Eudora Cardinals and the 6-8 Baldwin Bulldogs. A rival between these two Frontier League schools that has been dominated by the Cardinals as of late. Eudora, winners of 17 straight over Baldwin. Have to go back to January of 2014, the last time that Baldwin knocked off their rival Eudora Cardinals. So why not tonight? We'll see if this game gets right down to the wire like our girls' game did, which is nearly an upset by Baldwin on that side. But a 2-point loss for the Baldwin girls earlier. Now let's see what the boys' game has in store. Let's start with a look here at the Cardinals. Both of their losses came to ranked teams in the 5A poll, DeSoto and Basel-Linwood. They lost by 9 to Basel-Linwood back on opening night and lost then by 19 to DeSoto just a couple of weeks back in a neutral site game at a midseason tournament. So they're 9-2. They are coming off of a 16-point win against Ottawa that helped keep their best start going since the 2016-2017 season. That year they went on to finish 19-3 and lost in the first round of state to the eventual state champ Bishop McGage. So this is a Eudora team that is coming in with a lot of confidence. They are a team that features a big guy inside that is a load to handle. 6'7" junior Jaden Ham, a 4-star tight end commit to the University of Arkansas, and he's going to show off his basketball skills in this one tonight. But he is a tough matchup inside with his strength, his size. So Baldwin, they don't have anybody that just in sheer size can stand toe-to-toe with the 6'7" Jaden Ham, but they're going to have to use a team effort because their offense does feature Ham. They run a 4-out, 1-in type offense with Ham as that 1-in, and they will like to go into him, let him create, kick out, or just finish himself. So that's going to be a big matchup in this game tonight. Sam Darnell, I would imagine, gets the first shot if they're man-to-man, or perhaps we'll see that zone defense that the Bulldogs have run out there the last couple of games. That's seemed to be where they've leaned here the last couple of games, Ryan. And Basel-Linwood, I would say shot them out of the zone, but they didn't ever get out of the zone. But Basel-Linwood shot the lights out of the ball on Tuesday night in a night that Baldwin would just rather forget in a 51-point loss. I don't think Eudora shoots the ball quite as well as what Basel-Linwood showed off, and Eudora is a team that wants to go and work for the inside out. So we'll see zone, man, whatever they do, they have to be able to defend the paint tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of my keys of the game is going to be defense, coming off a game where he gave up 80-something points, I think. And you hope that Eudora is not going to shoot as well as Basel-Linwood did. Obviously, that was one of the better offensive performances I've seen out of a high school team. But, yeah, rebounding and defense is going to be a big factor how they come out in this one. I think just learning a little bit from the first game, our doubleheader tonight from the girls, that they come in number 3 ranked team. The girls coming in, and they Baldwin wasn't intimidated at all. They just came out and played their game and played a really good one. So if you're the boys, you got nothing to lose in this one. Come out and just play loose, play your game, and so see if Carr and Mahaffey and the guys can get going and have a fun one tonight.
Well, on the other side, offensively for the Bulldogs, Ham is going to be a force inside on that side as well. That's 6'7". Traeger Rader is another guy that could be a bit of a mismatch on both sides of the floor at 6'6", plays out of the wing. I would guess, again, if we're going to see matched up man-to-man, I would guess that's a Mahaffey matchup. Both guys kind of that rangy, athletic ability to slash for the outside, can shoot if they have to, but really like to slash, get inside. That'll be an interesting matchup, and because of some of that length for Eudora, Baldwin has to be extra sure of their passes, fake a pass to make a pass. You hear that term used by coaches a lot, and that's what they're going to have to do tonight because this is a lengthy Eudora team. Cale Hammerschmidt, another guy who's not necessarily in that lengthy category, but he is a pesky 5'8" guard, a smart player, an experienced player. So this is a game where Baldwin's averaging 17 turnovers a game. They can't hit that number tonight. They have to be under that number on the offensive end in this game.
Yeah, that's too many. 17, if you hit that number tonight, you're going to have a tough time staying in this one. But, yeah, I mean, it's just being strong and being crisp offensively, and being aggressive is really the term that I like to use. Everything you do should be aggressive and crisp, and you should do it in terms of trying to get to the basket or trying to score or set somebody else up to score. And so I think at times in the half court, Baldwin kind of falls into that lull of just trying to get some dribble penetration and kicking out and just kind of watching each other try to get some penetration. So tonight I'll be interested to see offensively if they can get some better ball movement, player movement, and see if they can get some shots to go down here tonight.
We'll take a look at starting lineups for you and then get this one started when we come back. You're watching Baldwin Sports Live as Baldwin hosts Eudora.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Welcome back here on Baldwin Sports Live as we are almost set for tip-off tonight between Baldwin and Eudora. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the visiting Eudora Cardinals, who enter play tonight 9-2, ranked number 2 in the latest 4A coaches poll. And here's their starting lineup: a 6'7 junior number 0, Jaden Ham; a 5'8 junior number 3, Cale Hammerschmidt; a 6'6 senior number 5, Traeger Rader; a 6'2 junior number 13, Cole Parker; and a 6'1 sophomore number 24, Logan Sullivan. The head coach of the Cardinals is Kyle Dieterding, assisted by Drew Steffen and Tyler Cleveland. For the Baldwin Bulldogs tonight, their starting lineup at the 6'8 Bulldogs: Joey Zimbecky, a 5'8 sophomore number 5, averages 5.5 points per night; Riker Grosner, a 6'1 sophomore number 11, averages 5 points a game; Caleb Carr, 5'10 junior number 13, 18 points, 4.5 assists per game, team high on both; Cole Mahaffey, a 6'4 senior number 22, averages 14 points and a team high 8 rebounds a game; and Sam Darnell, a 6'4 junior number 25, averaging 4 points and 5.5 rebounds a game for the Bulldogs. The head coach is Don Blanchett. He is assisted by Pete Carr, Johnny McDermott, and Levi Watts. And they will continue to announce the starters here inside the gymnasium as we get you set for the opening tip tonight. Baldwin has lost 17 in a row to Eudora, so it sounds like a good night for that stretch to end. January of 14, the last time the Bulldogs picked up a win in this rivalry.
It's been a long time. You mentioned the size difference just in the starting lineups there. You can really see it as the guys come out here. It's going to be a tall task, if you will, for Baldwin tonight. I think they've really dealt with the amount of size that Eudora is going to bring to the table tonight, so it'll be interesting. They're going to have to stay out of foul trouble. It was Darnell getting in foul trouble early that kind of threw everything into a mix there in that last game. So
that's one way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe that.
Yeah, it was a game that they just got to turn the page on. They were down 17-0, Baldwin, out of the gates in Basel on Tuesday night. So obviously need a much better start this time around, right from the opening tip, which is brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Spring soccer registration is happening right now. Leagues are available for kindergartners through 8th graders. The registration deadline is February 18th, so don't wait. Sign up today for BCRC Spring Soccer. Register online at baldwinrec.org or stop by and sign up downtown at 705 High Street. We are ready to go. Opening tip brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission, and it is controlled by the Bulldogs. Mahaffey goes on to the attack on the opening possession and scores for Baldwin. Defensively, Baldwin matched up man-to-man to start this game. And as we expected, it's Darnell drawing that assignment underneath on Jaden Ham. That is the matchup to watch. Inside it goes, or outside it goes for a three-point look from Logan Sullivan. Sophomore missed a three, but gets the feed back after the offensive rebound by Rader.
And right off the bat, it's an offensive rebound, second chance opportunity. Hurting the Bulldogs. Going to have to box out and rebound well tonight.
Ties the game up at 2 apiece after a possession each. Darnell steps into a long two-pointer on the money. Two possessions, 2 buckets. That's a welcome sight after the struggles to start last week. That pass trying to go inside to Ham, but goes off of the rim. They turn it over. Baldwin misses once. Grosner draws the foul and will head to the line. So we saw Eudora take advantage of a second chance and score. Now Baldwin will try to do the same, except they'll try to do it at the free throw line, where Riker Grosner is an 88% free throw shooter on the year, 15 out of 17 for the season. One of 2 for Grosner. Ball being batted around, eventually secured by Parker for Eudora. A minute and a half into this opening quarter. A 5-2 Baldwin lead. Baldwin has scored all 3 times they've had it so far. Carr knocked it loose for a moment. Sullivan gathered it back, finds Hammerschmidt, and he's fouled. 2 shots coming up for Eudora's Cale Hammerschmidt. The foul on Sam Darnell. That's his first. Hammerschmidt at the line. Lefty will fire up a pair, and the first is no good. A 51-point loss on Tuesday night for Baldwin against the number 7 ranked team in the 5A polls. And now they get the number 2 ranked team in the 4A polls tonight. And oh man, terrible break for Baldwin as Mahaffey and Darnell fought the ball away from each other. And then it landed right in the lap of Traeger Rader, who ends up with a bucket, a foul, and a chance to go to the line and cap off a 3-point play after Hammerschmidt missed a pair of free throws. And the foul, to add insult to the injury, if you will, is on Darnell. That is 2 on Sam here in the first quarter. Darnell there to get that rebound on the miss by Rader. 2 minutes gone, 5-4 Baldwin. Mahaffey stripped by Hammerschmidt. Ham comes up with it, and the Cardinals have a chance to take their first lead of the night. Lob underneath. Ham had Darnell pinned, and Darnell playing with a handicap of 2 fouls right now as well. That makes it really tough to defend the physical Jaden Ham inside, and he has put Eudora on top for the first time at 6-5 on a timeout taken by Baldwin. So 2 early fouls. You mentioned it, Ryan. That was part of many problems on Tuesday night for the Baldwin Bulldogs, having Darnell get into early foul trouble, and he's found himself in that spot once again tonight on a night where they really needed him again.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because you want him to be aggressive. You want him to play hard on the defensive end, but kind of just a little too aggressive. He's got a couple quick fouls, but we'll see if they take him out, how long they do. It's going to have to be a lot of good minutes off the bench again from Caden Englert. But we'll see what they do coming out of the timeout here.
Well, Darnell is still on the floor for the Bulldogs.
Got to be smart. If you get a third, that could be catastrophic here so early in this game.
Well, that's what happened Tuesday. He did pick up a third in the first quarter in that game against Basel Linwood. Didn't see him again until the second half.
Looks like Eudora is going to set up a full court press here. Baldwin hasn't seen that in a few games. See if they can set up their press break and get through this.
They get it into the hands of their point guard, Caleb Carr. And Caleb trying to shovel that pass to Grosner. It's a turnover. Sullivan able to finish in transition for the Cardinals, and Eudora with 6 straight takes an 8-5 lead. Carr is pushed that time. Cale Hammerschmidt picks up a foul, his first. Second foul against the Cardinals. Lob up top for Carr. Working left off the screen by Darnell. Kick out to Zimbecki for the tie. That's short and rebounded by Ham. Skip across to Sullivan, who's already scored twice, the sophomore. He brings it right back over to Parker, who drills a 3. Nine-0 run now for Eudora. An 11-5 lead for the road team, who comes in with a 9-2 mark and a number 2 ranking in the 4A polls. Baldwin at 6-8, trying to pull off the upset and win for the first time in 8 years against the Cardinals. Carr off the dribble, pull up for 3, won't get the bounce, and Ham collects another rebound. Sullivan dribbles into a 3 and swishes it in. A 7-point first quarter for the sophomore Logan Sullivan, extending the run to 12 straight points now for Eudora.
Got to find a way to stunt this run right now. This is kind of the lull that Baldwin falls into in the half court offensively, having trouble getting their way to the rim and finding some buckets.
Darnell trying to create off the bounce, gives it up to Carr. Caleb underneath, has it stuffed by Ham. Up to Rader. Spins out, and they're going to call basket interference on Eudora. Ham touched that ball while it was still hanging on the cylinder, so Baldwin gets the ball with 3:48 left to play in the quarter, but trailing 14-5 as Caden Englert checks in for the first time tonight. 6'2 junior replaces Darnell. Eudora goes to their bench for the first time this evening as well. Maddox Vota, 5'11 junior, enters the lineup along with Connor Dunback, a 5'10 junior.
I was thinking this might have to be one of those games for Carr. He can take a page out of Mahaffey's book and pull up a little bit more from that mid-range, because getting in there too low against this kind of size that Eudora has is going to spell trouble.
There goes Carr as he flashed to the block, got it in there from Englert, and a foul on Dunback will put Caleb at the free throw line.
Did a much better job that time. Nice shot fake. Get him up in the air, get him in foul trouble. That's another way counteracting that size.
Carr, good free throw shooter at 75% for the year. Rattles home the first. Carr is no stranger to the free throw line. He gets there way more than any other Bulldog. He's been there almost twice as many free throw attempts as any other player on the team. And for the year, he's averaging about 7 free throw attempts per game. The stoppage was because they put the score on that last basket interference. They had actually on the scoreboard, they had counted the bucket. They, at the scorer's table, thought they had called a goaltending violation to count the bucket, but instead it was an offensive basket interference to take away. So now they get it all right. 14-6, make it 14-7 as Caleb Carr knocks down both free throws. Sam Darnell, quick breather. He's back in for the Bulldogs. Has 2 fouls with 3:28 to go in the first quarter. It's a 14-7 ball game with 3:20 left in this period. Sullivan, a quick fire from the corner, and he is feeling it right now with 10 points, and he did not hesitate to pull the trigger on that 3.
Bulldogs not having some not so pleasant flashbacks to that last game. Eudora is really lighting it up from downtown.
Englert trying to answer with 3. Offensive rebound keeps it alive, and the Bulldogs on an unintended pass. It worked out as one as Mahaffey had it come out of his hands on the way up, It went right to Darnell, who lays it in and has a chance to go to the line and make it a 3-point play on the second foul charged to Cole Parker.
Not going to give Cole an assist for that one, Bryce?
I don't know. I mean, I can,
Yeah,
but
well.
I don't think that was an intended pass.
I don't think so either, but it worked out for Sam Darnell.
So Darnell at the line, 4 points early on for the Bulldogs. And the free throw goes in and out, rebounded by Dunback. Ham has it stripped. It was Carr that knocked it loose. The quick hands of Caleb Carr attacks and draws a foul. Back to the line goes Carr with 2:41 to go in the quarter. And the Bulldogs down by 8.
This is one way to chip away at a lead. This is a good job. Caleb Carr attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line.
It'll be the 6th and 7th free throws attempted this first quarter for Baldwin. Riker Grossner back in to the Bulldog lineup. Joey Zembecki sits down with a 17-10 score. Early 5-2 lead in this game for Baldwin. But then a 12-0 run by Eudora put the Cardinals in control. Baldwin has now snuffed out that run by going on a 6-3 answer. With a 6-point deficit with 2.5 to play in the quarter. Sullivan this time missed the three, but it's kept on this side of the floor by the rebound by Hammerschmidt. The pass by Dunback hit Jaden Ham right in the chest. Wasn't ready for it. Didn't see it coming on that wraparound pass by Dunback. It's a turnover by Eudora, and now Carr heads right back to the free throw line as he goes right on the attack once again, and Vota picks up his second.
Carter's just so crafty driving in that lane. He knows how to absorb that contact, get the shot up.
Averages 18 points a game, along with 4.5 assists, 2.5 steals. Those numbers all lead the team. Misses for the first time as Traeger Rader comes back in for Eudora. See if Carr can salvage 1 point on the trip, and he does. (17-12) Eudora lead, 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Hammerschmidt works around Grossner, feeds it to Ham, who's able to go up with the left hand and lay it in. Englert thought about that corner three. Don Blanchett hollered out to him, shoot it. Mahaffey stops short of the defender, pulls up but left it just short. Ham the rebound. Sullivan again fires away. The sophomore does not lack for confidence down on the offensive end. Mahaffey the board for Baldwin, and back come the Bulldogs. Carr fakes right, fakes left, goes back right, but it spins out for him.
What a move that was. That was a little YMCA move.
Sullivan again has hit 3 times now from downtown. That's a 13-point first half for Logan Sullivan. Final 50 seconds of the period. What a difference a ball game makes. A girls game earlier tonight, it was 4-0 at the end of the first quarter. This one, 22-12 as Ham denies the layup by Grossner. It does stay with Baldwin. Joey Zembecki back in.
Now you can tell why he's a Division I recruit at the next level for football. He's a very good athlete.
Mahaffey into Carr. 5 points of the game, all at the free throw line from Caleb. Mahaffey has 2. Those are the top 2 scorers for this team. They average 32 a game between the two of them. The rest of the team averages 17 a game. The Baldwin wants the final shot, and they almost turned it over. Fortunate to get that ball back as Dunback was just biding his time. Travel is called on Carr. So that will give Eudora a chance now at the final look with 10 seconds left in the period.
So that's kind of that stalling offense I don't really like. You can still take your time offensively and run through your motion offense. You just get a better look that way, I think.
Sullivan, that is a tough shot off the heel or the right side. Now Darnell with the rebound, and that's how the first quarter ends. 22-12, Eudora by 10 after 1 on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Eudora with the basketball as we start the second quarter. Bryce Kessler and Ryan Hilmer with you from Baldwin tonight, where the number 2 ranked Eudora Cardinals have a 22-12 lead on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Inside pass wanted to go to Ham, but Hammerschmidt has it intercepted by Carr. A couple of steals down in this game. Carr had just 1 steal and a season-high 10 turnovers against Bayside Limit on Tuesday night, and what was for everybody a night to forget. It was especially a tough night for their junior point guard, Caleb Carr, but off to a much better start of things here tonight. Gets knocked to the floor after the ball was jarred free by Dunback, and ends up, as I say that, with a turnover.
Teams more and more have been putting a lot of pressure on Carr out front. Just trying to bother him, get him to turn that ball over. Baldwin
led 5-2 early. Eudora went on a 12-0 run to take a 14-5 lead. Baldwin answered by a 7-3 spurt. They pull back within 5 before the final 5 of the period went to Eudora. Ham couldn't finish from in close. And a loose ball foul against the Cardinals will put Baldwin at the free throw line, as that is 7 team fouls on Eudora. So to the line goes Riker Grosster, and he's the guy you'd like to go to the line. He's an 88% free throw shooter.
Could be a big advantage now. 7-11 to go here in the first half. You're shooting free throws every foul you get. Baldwin still only with 2 team fouls.
Sullivan back on for Eudora. I think he's got a game-high 13 tonight. And especially if Baldwin can continue to get Grosner and Carr, the 2 going to the free throw line, the 2 best free throw shooters on the team, and they have attempted 9 of their 10, now 10 of their 11 as a team, and the Bulldogs have made 8 of 11 at the free throw line, and those free throws helping keep the Bulldogs in this game, down 22-14 with 7 to go in the first half. Carr poked it free from Ham as he snuck in behind him. Unable to keep it in play, though.
Yeah, overall just a really good improvement defensively from Baldwin last game to this game, though. Their rotations, they're helping each other out, communicating so much better. I know it's man versus a zone that they played last game, but doing a much better job so far.
Hammerschmidt, deep three-pointer, rebounded by Carr. Over half of the Bulldog offense has come at the free throw line in this game. 8 of their 14 at the charity stripe. Carr is stripped. Good job batting the ball out to Darnell. Missed it from the short corner. Barker cut off of the baseline up to Rader. Out it goes to Hammerschmidt. Ham in tight. Could be a 3-second call. There it is. A 6th Eudora turnover of this first half as Errol Simon checks in.
That possession was a perfect example of what I'm talking about, though. It was just really good rotations by Baldwin, moving over driving lanes. Oh, thought that might have kicked off the Eudora player down there, but they're going to give it to the Cardinals.
So Eudora basketball with 6 minutes left to play in the first half. One time, one lead change so far. Cardinals have led by as many as 10. Right now an 8-point lead for Eudora. Hammerschmidt finds Rader on the right wing. Attacks, left the finger roll short. And Darnell clears it for Baldwin. Carr lobs it into Darnell, working outside the paint. And takes the shot over top of the defender, Simon. The freshman didn't get a hand up, so Darnell drops it through. Eudora has still not scored in this second quarter as Parker misses the 3, rebounded by Carr. 3 minutes without scoring to start the period has given Baldwin a chance to chip away at the deficit. Have it down to 6 right now. Mahaffey attacks off the bounce, and he's hacked by Parker. That's 3 on Cole Parker, and a couple of free throws coming up for Cole Mahaffey. 2 shots. +10 points, 8 straight games for Mahaffey. 6+ rebounds in 8 straight. He's been playing some good ball lately. And he has made this a 5-point game with that free throw. And another one coming. Talon Torres has checked in for the first time for Baldwin, replaces Grossner. Vota checking back into the lineup for Eudora. And Mahaffey makes both free throws to make this a 4-point game. Sullivan drive and kick to the corner, and a 3-pointer is there for Maddox Vota. First points of the second quarter for the Cardinals gives them a 7-point lead back.
You can see why they're ranked so high, though, in the state. They got not only really good size, but some really good shooting as well.
Carr is tripped, and he'll head back to the free throw line for 2 more, or I guess for a 1-and-1, and that is the 9th foul against Eudora. It is called on Simon, his first. And Jaden Ham returns to the Eudora lineup. Grossner back onto the Baldwin lineup. Carr 5 of 6 at the free throw line. Front end miss, rebounded by Ham. Vota inside, draws a foul on Baldwin. Mahaffey picks up the personal. His first, just the 3rd team foul. Vota to the line. Eudora 0 for 3 in the game at the stripe. First trip there for the junior off the bench, Maddox Vota. And he misses. Darnell back on for the Bulldogs. An 8-point lead for Eudora with 3:58 left to go in the first half. Bulldogs trying to end a 17-game losing streak to Eudora, and Caleb Carr has called for a 5-second violation. Credit the defense that time to Dunback. Mahaffey back on for Torres. Inside Ham, backing down on Darnell, who is troubled by 2 fouls, unable to put a whole lot of resistance up against Ham. Powers his way in for 2 to push the lead back to a double-digit margin. Ties the largest lead in the game for Eudora at 28-18. Corner 3 on the money for Riker Grosner.
That was a big 3. Bulldogs were reeling a little bit. Needed somebody to make a big shot.
Mahaffey's drive set it up, and now the Bulldogs down 7. Looking for the stop. Simon hands it back outside to Vota. Up top, Sullivan. Slashing in, missed the layup. Tip try by Ham won't go, and Mahaffey clears it for Baldwin. Carr back to the corner, Mahaffey. And he stepped on the sideline. A bit of an unforced turnover there for Baldwin. Their 7th of the half. As Rader comes back on along with Hammerschmidt for Eudora. Sullivan once again enters it down to Ham. Back up top, Hammerschmidt. Sullivan with a foul line pull up. Bounced off the back of the rim. Loose ball is picked up by Vota after Grosner had a chance at it, but Vota wins it for Eudora. Slicing through the paint and losing it on the way up. Hammerschmidt has it knocked out, they say, by Darnell. I guess better than a foul called on Darnell.
I give Darnell a lot of credit, though. He's battling down there with Ham, doing a good job.
Quick lob into Rader. Mahaffey has it thrown right over his shoulder, and Rader in one swoop catches and lays it in. 2 minutes to play in a half. 30-21 Eudora. Pull up 3. Nowhere close for Mahaffey. And a great effort by Darnell to try to keep that ball alive, but it's out of bounds. Back to the Cardinals.
Give Baldwin some credit, though. They've kept this kind of within arm's length. 9-point deficit, I know, but could be a lot worse. They've played really hard on the defensive end trying to keep this game close.
Zembecki trying to get a 5-second call to the other side, and now Ham trying to pick off the defender, picks up a first foul instead. An illegal screen sends it back to Baldwin with 1:38 left in the half. First foul on Jaden Ham. Hammerschmidt steals the pass from Zembecki. Rader lays it in, and it's an 11-point lead for Eudora.
That's what I talk about, being strong and crisp with the basketball. It's just a perfect example. Being a little nonchalant, trying to flip it to Carr. Those live ball turnovers that really hurt you too.
A minute to play and a half. Baldwin facing their largest deficit of the game. Carr trying to go right side, gives it to Darnell in the corner. Now back to Carr. 45 seconds to play and a half. Elbow pull up by Mahaffey, rims out. Ham the rebound. Long outlet to Hammerschmidt, quickly up to Sullivan, and he lays it in with 34 seconds to play in the half. And another Baldwin turnover. So just when Baldwin had this game feeling somewhat okay about it, a nice spurt from Eudora to close out this half, although they keep that window slightly ajar for Baldwin to come back with an answer with their turnover, their 8th of the game.
If you can at least get a bucket this time down and feel a little bit better going into the half. 3 would be huge here, make it 10.
10 seconds, Carr. An illegal screen called on Mahaffey.
These last 2 or 3 minutes, it seems like Eudora's kind of taking a firm grip of this game. Put themselves ahead by 13.
Have a chance to extend that. Baldwin needs a stop here in these closing seconds of the half, and they get it. Carr with a steal. Has 4 seconds. Up he goes and lays it up and in at the buzzer. So a gift to close the half for Baldwin. Carr able to pounce on it and take advantage. It's still an 11-point deficit, but at least you get the final play as a positive one going into the locker room. 34-23, Eudora by 11. The Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show is coming up next here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomescom/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 15 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Halftime in Baldwin tonight, 34-23. Our halftime score with the Eudora Cardinals on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Halftime show brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Kelly Neufeld, a local agent in Baldwin City, there to help you reach your financial future. And they can do that by giving them a call at 785-594-1055. Proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they are there to help support you in your financial future as well. Go see them in downtown Baldwin City. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it. 11-point lead right now for Eudora. One tie, one lead change in the first half. The Baldwin Bulldogs led early at 5-2, but then Eudora went on a 12-0 run to take the lead at 14-5, and they have held the lead ever since. Baldwin got it back down to as little as 4 early in the second quarter at 22-18 after opening the second period on a 6-0 run, but 6 straight from Eudora pushed that lead right back up to double digits. and it was at 11 in the waning seconds of that first half before a steal by Carr led to a breakaway layup to trim it down to 11. But Baldwin did have some things go much better in this first half than what we saw the last couple of games for the Bulldogs, but they still got some work to do against a very good opponent here in this second half, but they're in the ball game still, and that's the good news right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought defensively they moved their feet really well. They came out playing a man-to-man as opposed to a zone that we've seen them kind of play in these last few games, so did a really good job rotating over and helping each other out. There's just a couple times that the size of Eudora played a role, getting Ham the ball down low there, and then they also made quite a bit of threes from the outside. They're shooting the ball pretty well, so you kind of hope that they don't shoot it as well in the second half, but still you got to run out and try to get a hand up on them. But I thought overall it was a pretty good half. At times you can see Baldwin stalls out a little bit in their half-court offense, so it'd be nice to see a couple more plays like Caleb Carr got there to end the first half, getting a steal and an easy little layup. So see if the Baldwin Bulldogs can get back into this thing second half.
Yeah, they had 10 points at the free throw line. That's the good. I mean, they got to the line 14 times, made 10 of them, but the bad news means that's only 13 points that came from not at the free throw line. So you'd have to think Eudora is going to reconsider some of their defensive game plan in this second half, or at least in the terms of, hey, let's not put them on the line so many times. So Baldwin's going to have to be able to execute more in the half court, score some points, not coming at the free throw line. I mean, it'd be great if they could get back another 14 free throw attempts in the second half, but probably can't rely on that. And you mentioned the free throw or the 3-point line. Eudora made 5 of them in that first half. Baldwin is a team that only averages 4 3-pointers per game. They're not a big 3-point shooting team, so when you give up a bunch of threes, it's hard to get those points back. You can't. You got to stack possessions on top of each other. You can't answer threes with twos and catch up that way. So Baldwin will see if they can cool off that 3-point line. Logan Sullivan did most of that damage. He made 3 of them. The sophomore for Eudora came out firing away. He was hot early on, had 13 first quarter points, but they did cool him off a little bit in the second half. We'll check some of the first half numbers for you when we come back here at the half. It's 34-23. Eudora on top of Baldwin. Back with the first half numbers right after this word from Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered, to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
So I mentioned Sullivan with those 3 3-pointers. He has 15 points here at the break to lead the way for the Eudora Cardinals. Jaden Ham and Trigger Rader each with 6. Maddox Vilcha with 4 and Cole Parker with 3. Leading rebounder in the half was Jaden Ham. Pulled down 6 boards to lead the Cardinals. And Cale Hammerschmidt dished out a team-high 5 assists as the Cardinals score 34 points in that first half, turning it over 9 times, going 1 of 5 at the free throw line with the 5 made threes. For Baldwin, leading scorer in the first half was Caleb Carr with 7. He only made 1 field goal but had 5 free throws in that first half. 7 points for Carr, 6 points from Riker Grossner, 6 points from Sam Darnell, and 4 points from Cole Mahaffey. Mahaffey and Darnell with 3 rebounds apiece to lead the way there for the Bulldogs, and Mahaffey and Carr with 1 assist apiece. Time at the team lead there. The Bulldogs turned it over 9 times as well in the first half, went 10 of 14 to the free throw line, but made just 1 3-pointer. 34-23, that's our halftime score. Eudora by 11. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, presented by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. More than just insurance coverage, Farm Bureau is there to assist in your insurance, investment, and wealth management needs. Go see Kelly Neufeld and the team in downtown Baldwin City. Farm Bureau Financial Services, it's your future. Let's protect it. Second half starts next here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you. our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back to Baldwin tonight, where it is a 34-23 Eudora lead on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs as we head to the second half. Ryan Hilmer, Bryce Kessler with you here on Baldwin Sports Live tonight. Bulldogs 6-8 on the year, Eudora 9-2. The Cardinals ranked number 2 in the latest 4A coaches poll. Eudora has won 17 in a row over the Bulldogs, going back to January of 2014, the last Baldwin victory. Mahaffey gets a decent look from the corner to start this second half, and Darnell battling on the floor for the rebound. And the jump ball is called, so it will end up with Eudora, but a good effort there by Darnell, who picked up 2 first-quarter fouls, but to his credit, still played a bunch of minutes in that first half and didn't pick up another foul after that.
Yeah, what else is new, right? Darnell battling for a rebound on the floor. You could pretty much clip that.
Jaden Ham with it here. 6 and 6 in the first half for Ham. Around to Sullivan, who leads all scorers with a 15 tonight. Carr denies the pass inside to Sullivan. Forced the turnover, but then lets it go back. No, it was last touched by Eudora. So it will be Bulldog basketball with 7:22 to play in this third, down 11.
Some of that rotation, good help defense there that I talk about from Caleb Carr. Nice job getting yet another steal.
Now Carr brings it up the floor for the Bulldogs. 10 of their 23 points at the first half came at the free throw line. Zimbecki missed a wide open 3, and Jaden Ham corrals the rebound for Eudora. Parker set up by Sullivan, and he knocks down another 3. That's 6 in the game for Eudora, as they right now have a 15-point advantage from beyond the three-point arc.
Yeah, sometimes it's just as simple as that in basketball, right? You get a wide open 3 on one end, you miss it. Wide open 3 on the other end, they make it. So
Darnell with a 17-footer. Ham rips down his 8th rebound. Sullivan. Not there for him that time. Darnell the board. 14-point deficit right now. The largest of a game, and the Baldwin Bulldogs turn it over again, only to get it right back thanks to that errant pass by Eudora.
It seems like both teams kind of came out of the locker room with a little bit lower energy level than saw in the first half, making some mistakes early.
Baldwin's dropped their last 3 ball games as Darnell pulls up for the elbow. Rader makes it a one-and-done trip for the Bulldogs. There's Parker again. Same spot he hit from moments ago, and he delivers once again. 40-23 Eudora.
Question has to be asked, though, how you get so wide open. 2 possessions in a row, it's the same exact spot on the floor.
Contested shot there by Mahaffey, and he scores it over top of Rader. Sullivan works right. Back up top it comes to Rader. They go inside Ham. And Jaden Ham just muscling his way down inside. And not a lot you can do defensively once Ham gets it right there on the block. Inside the block on the angle there.
I was going to say, that's about as much as you can do defensively by Darnell.
Carr draws a foul on Ham. Ham would have been okay, but at the last second there, he reached a hand out and caught Carr on the wrist. Did a pretty good job staying body-wise straight up with Carr, but then reached down at the end and commits his second foul. Caleb goes to the free throw line where he spent a lot of time in the first half. Went to the line 7 times, making 5 of them. Caden Englert checks in for Baldwin. A rare 0 for 2 at the line for Carr. He's now missed 3 of his last 4 after he started the game 4 for 4 at the line. Hammerschmidt turns the corner, draws the foul, and count the bucket for Cale Hammerschmidt. His first points of the game. He has 5 assists tonight. And now he gets his first points and a 3-point opportunity coming up. It's Caden Englert who was called for the foul, his first.
You mentioned it a little earlier, though. Every player up and down the roster, Eudora plays with a lot of confidence. Not afraid to pull the trigger and make a play.
Hammerschmidt completes the 3-point play, checks out, Dunback checks in. And this strong start to the second half for Eudora has taken their 11-point halftime lead and turned it into a 20-point lead now in 3.5 minutes time as Baldwin turns it over again.
It's been Bulldog mistakes and just really good offense and good shooting from the Cardinals. Start the second half.
An 11-2 run to start this half. Sullivan with a step back deep 2. Ooh, big collision there as Englert was able to get the rebound, and then Connor Dunback splattered him onto the floor. Dunback picks up his second foul. Oh, check that third foul on Dunback. 4:14 to play, third quarter. Baldwin all of a sudden finding themselves in a 20-point hole. They were down by 7 with 3 minutes left in the first half. Carr connects on a much-needed three-pointer, just their second of the game as they try to keep pace with a Eudora team that's knocked down 7 trays. Darnell denies the entry to Ham. It stays with Eudora, though. Riker Grossner checks back in for the Bulldogs, replaces Zimbecki. And down to Rader. And that is Parker again. He's hit 3 threes for that right wing or the left wing.
Let's say that's his spot right there. You kind of got to know that, run him off of that spot at some point, but does have some pretty good size, so it's easier said than done.
Foul committed by Rader.
Seems like everyone for Eudora is either really tall or has really long arms or both. It's tough to play against.
Hammerschmidt, Vota, and Simon check in for Eudora. They're a deep team, too.
Yeah, oh yeah. They're ranked number 2 for a reason.
And they had been number 1 for several weeks, but a loss to DeSoto, which there's no shame in a loss to DeSoto. They're a top 10 ranked team in 5A, but it was a 20 or a 19-point loss, so that cost them a spot in the rankings and dropped them down 1 to number 2. They were, by most people's prediction, the favorite in the Frontier League this year. Most of the preseason coach questionnaires listed Eudora from the Frontier League coaches as the favorite in the league this season. And they have lived up to the billing to this point as that ball is knocked out of bounds. It stays with Baldwin. Joey Zembecki checks back in for the Bulldogs.
Baldwin's had some decent spurts, though. They can't let this in the last game discourage them too much in the long run. Two really, really good teams come up against. Still a long way to go on this one, though. You're down 20. You're going to have a lot more Cars threes if he can give some more to you.
Lob into Darnell. That's a contested 15-footer on the baseline. Raider boards up on the miss. Carr almost able to jump that passing lane. Trying to read the timing there on the bounce pass by Raider, but pinball's out of bounds off of Carr. Stays with Eudora. 2:41 to go, third quarter. Nobody there, so Raider fires and drills.
Not the best idea to dare a good shooting team to shoot threes.
Now we saw Baser Linwood shoot lights out on Tuesday night. They made 13 threes, and now Eudora, they are starting to put up a pretty hefty amount in this one, and they've knocked down 9 of them. Grosner can't answer. Rebounded by Parker. Raider drives and lays it in. 53-28 Eudora. Timeout Baldwin. 1:56 to play, third quarter. You're watching Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
53-28 Eudora leads Baldwin with 1:56 left to go in the third. Don't forget, Baldwin fans, you can get all the highlights sent right to your phone when a big play happens. Text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. And you'll get a video clip of the last 20 seconds of the broadcast for the time you send that text. The word Baldwin to 816-406-0051. EZ Relic, partnered with Baldwin Sports Live to provide you the highlights. Go to ezrelic.com for more details. Zembecki off the mark with a three. Parker with it. Throws it up the floor to Vota. Floats it up with the right hand and drops it through. Now this third quarter really slipping one-sided as Eudora has now outscored Baldwin 21-5 in this third quarter. Grosner's three misses. Good rebound by Darnell. Lost it, and Carr, look out. Hopefully he's okay as he goes up into the bleachers. Looks like he's all right, though. And it's Eudora basketball with 1:16 left to play in the third, and the Cardinals up by 27.
It's actually been decent execution offensively. Been getting some open looks, but just not getting them to fall.
Inside Simon, slips it to Ham. Another easy deuce for Eudora. Good ball movement to set up that bucket. Ham now with 10 points and 8 boards. An 11-point game starting this quarter as Sullivan gets caught reaching in on a foul. Fourth team foul, his first. An 11-point game to start the quarter. It's now a 29-point game with 51 seconds left in the quarter. Mahaffey to inbound. Zimbecki goes right up with it. And again, good look. No result. Up to Simon. Easy lay-in. .31 lead. Three-pointer off the front iron from Carr. Darnell to Grossner. Lay-in misses. And Riker heads to the free throw line. Two shots coming up for Grossner on the third foul committed by Jaden Ham. And now even your 88% free throw shooters missing free throws as the offense has just seen a lid put on this basket down here.
Yeah. Been a really tough third quarter, pretty much all around, both ends of the floor. You're right.
30-point game with 25 seconds to play in the third. Competitive first half that Eudora has now taken control of this game in this second half. A huge third quarter for the Cardinals. Dunback on the drive, the scoop, the finish. 2 seconds left as Carr heaves from half court. We'll head to the fourth with Eudora leading Baldwin 61-29 on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
(61-29) Eudora on top of Baldwin as we start the fourth quarter. A huge third quarter for Eudora, outscoring Baldwin 27-6 in the third quarter. Took an 11-point game at half and has made it into a blowout now into the fourth quarter. Carr stripped on the way up and then held after he came back down with the ball. That's another Eudora foul, their sixth. Baseline inbound coming up for the Bulldogs with 7:38 to play. Here's a running clock now with a 30-point game in the fourth. Carr runs out of room on the baseline. And Darnell called for the travel. Eudora, the first of 3 straight road games for the number 2 ranked Cardinals, who turn it over here. Zimbecki, a steal and a layup. First points of the game for Joey Zimbecki, the sophomore guard. Cardinals get Bonner Springs and Ottawa on Monday and Tuesday. Back-to-back days, back-to-back road games after a road game here Friday night as well. Ham inside with 2 and a foul on Carr. Bulldogs, meanwhile, in the start of a 3 of 4 at home stretch. Metro Academy next Tuesday night here at home. Then a road game the following Tuesday at Prairie View, and then back home to host Ottawa. Now some changes here for Eudora as Simon checks in. Zach Arnold comes in for the first time. And also in for the first time in this game is Braylon Hubler. Connor Dunback now returns as well after the free throw by Ham. (64-31) Eudora. Carr on the attack, floats it and scores it. Dozen points from Caleb Carr tonight. The lone Bulldog in double figures. He's been there every game this year. Season low is 10, season high is 32 for Caleb. Volta, finger roll won't go. Mahaffey the board. Carr has his pocket pick, the steal by Arnold. And Eudora takes over again as Caden Englert and Talon Torres check in for Baldwin. Arnold on the drive, kicks it out to Hubler. They keep working it back around over to the left corner. Simons three misfires and rebounded by Darnell. 4:20 left to play in the ball game. Baldwin down by 31 after leading early in this game. We had one tie-one lead change back in the first quarter. Carr steps into a three, a whistle away from the shot. It's on Eudora. So a loose ball foul on Hubler will put Sam Darnell at the free throw line with under 4 to go, and Samuel Giffen checking in now for Eudora. And the student section for the Cardinals obliges. They like that substitution.
Be nice to see Baldwin kind of get back into an offensive rhythm these last 3 minutes here, though. Looking forward to the last handful of games they got coming up on the schedule. Be nice to get into a little rhythm coming into league play now.
(64-35) after the free throws there by Darnell. Working around the arc all the way to the corner to Hubler. 3 minutes left to play, fourth quarter. Giffen. Darnell with the board, up to Englert. Good look from the corner. Three's just not falling tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yep, it's just been one of those nights. Haven't had a lot of breaks, haven't had a lot of shots falling. Give Eudora a lot of credit, though. They played really well, played together. Good basketball team.
Knocked out of bounds by Carr as Braden Statham checks in for the first time for Baldwin.
Another really good effort from Sam Darnell and really all the starters and the guys that come off the bench the most. Is a really good effort. Just, like I said, couldn't get enough shots to fall tonight. Sometimes that's what happens.
9.7 boards tonight for Darnell. Arnold's three misses. Simons putback misses, and Mahaffey eventually clears for Baldwin. And he's stripped from behind. Numbers for Eudora. Arnold. A lot of contact. There's the whistle as Carr knocked Arnold to the floor. 2 shots coming up for Zach Arnold. Second foul on Caleb Carr. Down to 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Couple free throws from Zach Arnold, making a 66-35 game. Final minute of the fourth quarter. Challen Torres out to Zimbecki. And a three is right there for Joey. 66-38. Final 50 seconds of the ball game. Giffen again with a good look. Hubler tracks the rebound down in the corner. Now Arnold calling for the ball. Lobs back over to Vota. Drive and kick to Hubler. Down to the block to Simon. Slips it inside Arnold, trying to spin one off the glass. Not there for him. Haffey the other way for Baldwin. A foul committed with 15 seconds to go. And
you better hurry.
You're going to get your...
if I was Mahaffey, I'd be like, give me the ball. I want my stats here. Like, give me the ball.
Mahaffey a season low, 6 points tonight.
Now they're going to let him shoot it. All right.
And even if he makes the next one, it'll still end up being a season low. His previous low was 9. And he finishes tonight with 7 after 1 of 2 there at the stride. Ball game over, 66-39. Eudora the victory. Their 18th straight over the Baldwin Bulldogs as the second-ranked Cardinals improved to 10-2 and dropped the Bulldogs to 6-9. Back to wrap it up in the postgame right after this.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family. Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider. Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
(66-39) your final tonight. Eudora with the victory over the Baldwin Bulldogs. Eudora now 10-2. Baldwin 6-9 on the season. As we take a look at some of the final numbers for you tonight, a game that had one tie, one lead change. Baldwin led 2-0, led again at 5-2. Eudora then on a 12-0 run to take a 14-5 lead, and they never gave the lead back. Baldwin did get it back down to 4 early in the second quarter at 22-18, but Eudora was able to push that lead back up to 11 by halftime at 34-23, and then the third quarter made all the difference in the final margin anyway. The game may have still been won by Eudora, but that third quarter made this into a blowout as they outscored Baldwin 27-6 in the third period, went on a 19-3 run in that third quarter, and that gave the Cardinals a big lead that they would be able to cruise to the finish line with as they win it tonight 66-39. Logan Sullivan, 15 points, led 4 different scorers in double figures for the Cardinals. He didn't score in the second half. He barely scored after the first quarter. Had 13 first quarter points, finishes with 15, and that is a game high tonight. Jaden Ham, 13 points to go along with 8 rebounds. Traeger Rader, 11 points and 6 boards. Cole Parker with 12 points. Cale Hammerschmidt, just 3 points tonight, but had 5 assists to lead the way for the Cardinals. 2 points from Zach Arnold, 2 points from Errol Simon, 2 points from Connor Dunback, 6 from Maddox Vota. For the Baldwin Bulldogs, leading scorer tonight, Caleb Carr with a dozen. He was the only player in double figures. 9 points along with 7 rebounds for Sam Darnell, 7 points and 6 boards for Cole Mahaffey. The 7 points, though, a season low for the senior Cole Mahaffey. And 7 out of Riker Grossner, 5 points from Joey Zimbecki. So that's it for tonight. The Bulldogs now 6-9. They'll be back home on Tuesday night to host Metro Academy. Then they have a whole week off. Prairie View, Ottawa, Eudora, and Bonner Springs that close out the schedule. So they will get a chance to see these Cardinals again on February 22nd on the road. But their next game on Tuesday night at home against Metro Academy. For Eudora, they are on the road again next week. They play 3 games next week. Monday on the road at Bonner Springs, Tuesday on the road at Ottawa, and Friday at home against Paola. So that's it for us tonight. Your final score earlier tonight in the girls' game, 30-28, as Eudora survives a scare on the road tonight. The third-ranked Cardinals pick up that win to move to 12-1 on the year. And in the nightcap, the Eudora boys also victorious tonight, 66-39 over Baldwin. For Ryan Hilber, I'm Bryce Kessler. We say so long for now from Baldwin. You've been watching Baldwin High School basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morningstar Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.